Back at it. Hey, doing? What's up, gang? So, as usual, I'm going against my own rule, my own word. I said I wasn't gonna do any more on bird brains and guys that um, their whole career is uh, studying other guys. I got these two nimwit complete dorks, as I've mentioned. And this guy did a 3 hour video on me, okay? You want to talk about having your name stuck in someone's mouth? So, he's he's this pathetic. This is how pathetic these dorks are. Bird brain for posers got so butthurt and knew he can't win and get to me here. So he makes up a bot account on Facebook and says something about doing dope in front of my mom. Okay? I'm 3 years clean, you fucking dumbass. You waste of a life. You waste of good space. So that's how pathetic he is. He can't win in the real world in YouTube land, so he's gonna beat me in Facebook. You pathetic, low life piece of dog shit. Let's get to these winners. So these guys did a 3 hour video of me and Mark World. You are a winner. So before we go on, we're just gonna do a quick update of things that accomplishments I've done, and so a lot of people don't know this. And by the way, I'm 3 years sober, clean off of all hard drugs. So now they want to make fun of my punctuation.
Shouts out
They're
C Mac,
making fun
by
of
the
my
way.
punctuation on Facebook. Like, who really gives a crap? These bozos do. You know why? Because they're running out of things to make fun of me about. Okay, if you haven't seen this one, this is Gunnar Allen Lindblom. Me and him have an hour long. You can see this yourself. We've got an hour long video together.
Big fist bump. There you go. I appreciate you coming on here. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? What the fuck? You know, boys, just like
For anybody watching, I just want to put it out there that if you're ever thinking about watching Gunnar on London and all that garbage, go watch Nina Boy instead. Go, yeah, go check out Nina Boy. Go check out. Yeah, that's it. Just go watch Nina Boy. Go watch Kev Mac. Go watch The Hood Postman. Go watch real shit. Go watch these lanes on YouTube.
So you can see that video. Me telling a lot of good, bad, and ugly truths about myself. Nothing's made up or exaggerated like bird brains and posers that don't know better. Oh, let's get in the bird mobile. Oh, let's go into the past. Let's go sometime in life where I think I'm can keep up with guys that actually do videos about guys that done videos with real people. Dork. All right, it's me and Gunnar Allen Lindblom. Very easy to find. How many subscribers? He's got almost 8,000. Gunner's
What's up, don't
huge.
say a
If you
word.
don't know who he is, go look him up. Don't be bird brains like these other bird brains and just make fun of people. But actually go and do something with your life. Okay?
Don't do anything with
And
your life. I
I
just want to
wouldn't
put that out there
suggest
that
that
you
it
can
would
do
be
anything
pull on
with your
people's
life.
coattails,
Go gangbang and go
like
do drugs and sell drugs.
pulling on people's coattails like
Gangbang,
this loser KrAYE. KrAYE's over here talking to
gangbang,
these guys about
and
me.
get DP'd by
The
your homie.
first
That's all
little
that
bit I
matters.
hear, the
Gangbang.
scene I hear, he's telling his guy, oh,
That's all that matters.
he met Seth Ferrante and went out to lunch with him one time. We met and did a video in person. You you're worse than bird brain. So this guy's been doing all these videos on me. Loser. Okay, here's my other one in case you guys haven't seen. This is me. Addiction. I've won, thank God. I'm 2 years clean. This is me and White Boy Lockdown Radio. Check him out. me and White Boy Radio
Don't go check
Lockdown.
out White Boy Lockdown, whatever the fuck that gay ass shit is. Don't go check that out. Don't watch that. Go watch Nina Boy
Okay,
instead.
so more
I repeat,
truth. Like I
watch
said,
Nina Boy.
I'm 3 years clean. So keep making fun of me. You've just
Leave from
eventually your people are gonna see right through you two morons. You're making fun of recovered addict.
Hey guys,
What you think?
did I miss anything?
Nah, they can hear me, right? This is on.
Come again?
They can hear me, right? This is on.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
are
I'm
live.
gonna repeat that for the third time. Don't watch whatever videos any of these faggots say. Don't go watch that. Watch what I told you to watch. Watch Nina Boy. Watch C Mac. Watch Kev Mac. Watch that shit. Don't watch this gay ass shit.
What the hell?
Make sure to gangbang. Gangbang, do drugs.
You're suggesting people not watch Michael's stuff?
No, just watch C Mac. C Mac and Nina Boy.
Oh hell no! I'm not about to listen to C-Mac 55 on 55 Street for 30 fucking minutes. You got me fucked up. No offense, I love the guy. He's cool, but I couldn't hear that
C-Mac
voice.
for taking his DP. None of these YouTubers would ever take a DP. You guys are all gay as fuck. C-Mac is tight. He took a DP. He got beat up by his homies. I respect
So you're
that.
giving a reaction to what happened today, huh?
I respect that.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he did get up there and
Michael
take it like a man, didn't he?
Yeah, he got that's.
He fucking he went up in there and handled his shit. Do you even know what it was about though?
He back in the day he was claiming something. He was claiming like 3 different hoods that didn't exist on Facebook.
Well, somebody said something that he claimed he was a rolling 60s, but
So he got
I think
put
he got
on,
X'd out by the 60s because they didn't like what he said about
no, he
him.
got put on a 60s set in Texas, and then got put off. But then
He accused him of not being crip enough. You know what I mean? Like their cripping wasn't on point.
California politics are going to be like on like the top level of shit. So like, but I don't know. The main thing I think that soured a lot of people on what he was doing was that like, so back when he was like, obviously C-Mac, like in all seriousness, obviously C-Mac has some serious mental health issues. But like about like 10 years ago on Facebook, he was claiming like 4 different hoods that like didn't exist.
Oh,
and then like he said like nap killer and like all this crazy shit. So he got DP'd.
C-Mac, you can't be doing that, C-Mac.
So he went and got his DP. So
yeah, he did though.
That's something everyone's favorite YouTubers won't go do, and C-Mac did it. So he's now the best YouTuber to ever log on to YouTube by default. So I have
just
now
from the way he looks, I wouldn't fucking try him. He looks like he's crazy enough to.
I bought all of his merch. I have
really
C-Mac tatted on my forehead now. I too am a member of Chino Gator Crip. So that's how I'm starting 2022. I'm gangbanging in my 30s now.
All right, I love that idea.
So I recommend Michael. I don't really know anything about you at all, and I haven't watched any of your videos, but I do recommend to start gangbanging in your 50s. I think that would be a good look. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure there's like a rolling some weird ass UBN East Coast Blood set out there. Join the set that 1090 Jake joined. I'm sure they'll let you in or something.
Which is
I don't know, one of those Florida sets that are like made up or something. Or
you're talking about when he was down in Florida.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take in Michael.
He's very much Boston now.
I thought Michael, or I don't really know too much about Michael. But is he like the South or East Coast, or like one of those?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a blood set out there he can join.
I don't know anything about gangs. I mean, I know a little about like.
Michael could always start his own gang. That'd be
kind of like how it goes and shit. But I'm not a banger at all, man. I don't know about nothing. I ain't talking about nothing because I don't know about nothing. Let's just say
Michael.
Like
I'm telling him. I'm telling him this is a good look. Start getting banging in your 50s.
Yeah, he could be like the ADD squad or something.
He could definitely join some. There's some gang out there that'll take him.
Well, no, wait. What is this about? Is it actually him quitting the ADD, or representing it? Like, you got to take the medicine, right? The speed. Is that what they take for ADD?
You take Adderall. But nowadays
Adderall. There we
they have
go.
an extended release. They have an instant and they have an extended. But from what I've heard nowadays, a lot
Oh,
of
hello,
people
Gray.
are getting the
Hello.
extended release.
I'm so sorry. I clicked you in here and didn't even say shit. Let's hear that microphone.
Does it sound better?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Hey, also, Fargo, you sound really cleaner tonight. What kind of audio are you using?
I'm just in a different county because the county I was in before, there was like a lot of wind and shit, and like just shitty reception. And this county I'm in now has more money. And
I
like,
mean,
no
are you
wind.
using earbuds or
No, I swear to God, that's the reason why. Like
you're just on the phone holding it?
the reception is
Like
way better
speaker?
where I'm
Man,
at.
that's one hell of a reception. Ooh.
Yeah, shouts out to affluent communities in California. No, I'm serious. There's like a fucking difference. I swear to God,
You were
we're
just
all.
like in a complete toilet the last time we talked like that.
Yeah, it's rigged.
I
Yeah, it's good.
understand. Yeah, well, everybody sounds nice and clear tonight. Good show. Hopefully I'm sounding right too. Because I want y'all to hear me. Not you guys in the panel, but everybody out in fucking chat land. Let's see the chat. What's up? Before we get started. Let's see. We got D-Saw, DGMS. I think I seen Brian in there. Zewo.
Zero's in here. What?
Zewo.
Shouts out to Zero, the rapper though. Sick.
Yeah, guys, this thing with Michael, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And I thought he was done. Okay? Yeah. He started
Also, I just
taking
wanna
jabs.
say, RIP
What's up?
to Carlos. We haven't
Oh,
heard from him in a
shit.
couple of weeks, so I'm going to assume that he's no longer with us. So I
All
just
right.
want to say RIP.
Yeah.
Solid dude, and he went out like a fighter. I assume. I'm going to assume he went out just like Draco did, 1 versus 113. 113 just ravenous strippers attacking Carlos, wanting him for every strand of hair his oily Mexican had. And yeah, RIP to that man. That's all I do.
All right. Okay. So anyway, the more I've tried to be like talking to this guy civil, not name calling or anything, because he knows how to call some names. Let me tell you, we've got Bird Brain, Poser, Dork. I guess I was expecting a lot more, and I've yet to see that. But he is responding. Guys, he's been responding somewhat.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you, in my video, I made a small condensed down version of the one that me and Birdman went over the other night, right? And I noticed when I trimmed that down, he doesn't really move out. Like, he has this habit of, like, he's very forgetful. You notice that? He'll go to say something, and everything before he says something is, shit, what's the name of that place? And I'm that way too, okay, at times, but this dude really has it bad.
Probably has brain damage or some sort of vitamin deficiency from all the drugs.
I just wonder, like, was he always like that, even before the YouTube and everything? I don't know.
Isn't that like aphasia or something like that? I don't know. I do that too, though, like a lot.
Well, I want to say there's a difference between remembering and being forgetful, Having to say for me, like I just did, is a filler. And sometimes it helps me turn off the point and remember what I was going to say. It's a bad habit, nonetheless, and I'd like to get rid of it. But anyway, now we're to the part where he won't shut up and neither will I. His videos are getting, like he says, I've made a bunch. I've made like 5 or so. Now he's up to 5. Pot calling the kettle black, Mike. I don't know. What do you think? So anyway, I've also offered a shit ton of times. Would he like to come over, come on the panel, and just, we all talk?
Yeah, come on.
Just meet Michael, come on. It don't have to be a fight.
Yeah.
What are you so scared of? Like, just, we're not going to cut you out as soon as you walk on here. Although I do have some questions. Other than that, I mean, well, D-Saw, that's not entirely true. I think that's just kind of something you got to do if you want to go certain routes in life. I think, let's see. Yeah. It's once again not worth my time. Like with Mars, it was kind of like, I don't want to say an experiment, but I was very, very curious of where I was going to go. And with this guy, I don't see a future. It's just going to be constant shit flinging, right?
Well, at least there's content, right?
Yes,
I haven't seen anything brilliant come out of him, like as a rebuttal.
I thought the Mars World train wreck would continue and get worse and worse, but it's just kind of settled into this like goo of like mediocrity where it's just like nothing.
Yeah, the Mars World community is just fizzled out. It's kind of,
it's sad.
It's like a steaming puddle of ooze right now.
I thought Mars World was eventually just gonna like, you know, like go on live for like 48 hours and like lose his shit and get naked and like run through the snow and hold his girlfriend hostage and like,
oh my god, that would be amazing.
But he never did. He just was like, oh, I'm depressed, and like the shower continues to go, and the shower just continues to go, and the water continues to run, and to this day the water's never stopped running. And it's just become one long toilet flush, and it just never ending. And now it's becoming like a weird drama community thing, and then like I don't know what that even means, and I've been trying to follow that, but then like I'll follow it for an hour, and then I'll just realize I don't really care that much. And then I don't know. It's just kind of dead now, unfortunately.
Oh, did you see Babbling with Bobbles posts? One of her chat members posted something like bitching about Sharon, but also talking about Mars and how Mars, all of his situations actually potentially came from Wikipedia.
Oh yeah. That's what I was telling KrAYE about. Literally right before this started, I was like, dude, I know this is like actually old, but I just found this video of like an actual traveler chick named Angie, who like totally like aired out Mars. So basically, like conjuring up his stories, and she totally like basically like eated Mars.
Yeah, and then she said that like the travelers, which I know some travelers are bad. I know they've been in the news, but I can't see a whole group of people being bad. Maybe just some bad people,
no, it kind of makes sense. Like if anybody actually here knows Angie, tell her to come on because I'm actually curious.
Yeah, right? I want to talk to her.
I have a feeling she's 100% right. Actually, I think she basically killed Mars. This fucking whole.
Yeah, she said that what happened was that Mars went on and they gave him a job when he was about to be homeless, and then. Like the first day, he overslept, and they were banging on the door. For
which falls in line with his presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, I didn't actually finish Angie's entire video.
That was like the only part, really, like where she talked about that and just talked about Shannon and stuff for Sharon rather.
Okay, yeah. But if anybody knows Angie, definitely tell her to come on right now.
I like her, and it makes me upset that he said that stuff and just kept going. Even like I would have backpedaled it and been like, "Well, I'm sorry, but like this was my experience." I don't know, but
I had no idea. Yeah. I think I saw her comments once, and I just figured she was like another one of those like weirdo like Bobbles fans. But I take that back now. I think she's actually seems pretty legit.
Yeah. She married in, I think, to a family.
See, I don't really know how the whole traveler shit works. I've never actually met or even encountered anybody like that personally. So I have no idea.
Yeah, I know some of them are in like Kansas and stuff, and they have like a bad reputation. But I don't know if it's the same people. I just know what I've seen from the news and everything.
I had to go to a traveler community the other day.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, we only got one that I know of in this area.
We don't have those here at all.
Huh?
We don't even have those here at all.
Oh yeah, man, it's all nice, clean, double-wide trailers, and there's an SUV in every yard, every driveway, at least two. And if it's not an SUV, it's another type of car. Very clean property, lightly decorated. They have, speaking of decorations, they have the little things in the front yard. It'd be like a cross or a statue of a saint or something, or someone biblical. But yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, so she had mentioned the word like they live in a caravan. So they live in like mobile homes. Or I'm
Yeah,
really confused.
those
I have no idea about
uh,
this community. Like, so I'm curious.
campers. That's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. They live in
They
like
do live in campers.
yeah.
so they live in like these like luxury campers or something. Like I'm trying to
They
get
may have back in the day though, and it's just over time it self upgraded. Like, as far as getting a hold of stuff like that.
Yeah, she said that they like to keep to themselves. And I know that like gypsies, like I think that they're part like Indian, like from India and like Romania. So they're at that,
I thought it was like
area of
Romy
Eastern
Chell or Rome something.
Yeah, something like that. But they definitely look like Romanian, because Romanians have
yeah,
like.
because I thought they were like Eastern European. I had no idea this ethnicity at all.
Yeah, in Romania, like specifically, like they
Yeah.
are Eastern
Yeah, I'd say
European,
so.
but they're from like
DGMS.
India, basically. Like they're part Indian.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
So is gypsy is that considered a slur or is that considered like?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying that, but
No, I'm generally curious. Like, it doesn't. I don't think it's a slur though. No, like it's just like what you call like, oh, they're a gypsy, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to call them gypsy, maybe.
yeah,
Oh, really?
And we're in such a PC world nowadays.
That's why we need Angie on to like explain to us what's going on. If we're doing something wrong, that would be great.
Yeah, Angie, you're always welcome to come by and visit. We can fucking clear the air about that if you wanna. But this guy, yeah, he's really it's so juvenile the way he's been like writing back, trying to be I don't want to say intimidating, but like trying to get his bully across, like his get back. And I don't mind that neither. I mean, you can say what you want to me. Even though I don't delete comments, I keep getting accused of that. I don't. It's YouTube doing it. When you guys leave comments on a video or something, and then I go to look at it through the notifications, it says this video has been removed. So I don't even get to see it. Like I see like what the thumbnail would have been, kinda. And
yeah, I've had that happen to me a few times where
I gotta open it, boom.
Yeah, where I go to type some stroke of brilliance and it just doesn't appear.
And I go back stirring, looking through all the mail, like, where was it? And it's gone. Like, I don't even get a chance to see it. I have no filters turned on for the chat, meaning any word will fly.
Mark have a bunch of filters on his shit for his chat or some shit?
Huh?
Nobody's shit ever appears on Mars, even like slightly potentially critical. Like nothing ever appears. He's so thin-skinned.
What do you mean?
Like, oh man, like there'd be times before like he totally like hid my shit where I would like post something and like it wouldn't even be critical, but it would like be in almost like a tone that maybe would be something potentially critical, like it just wouldn't appear in the chat. Or you make a comment.
Anything that's not saying positive affirmations.
And yeah, anything that's like Mars, you have like a 12-inch black cock. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna delete this. I think that's basically.
Yeah, like sometimes YouTube will. Not only is there a setting to hold inappropriate talk, but also YouTube, I think, will step in and like if they don't want to. I wonder if it has something to do with your channel settings, though, like the way.
I think it's also your like my personal account. I've spoken some controversial things, but I have to be really careful. And I don't think you can cuss anymore. You can't cuss at all, and anything.
That's so whack.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but then again, it's still your kind of right to speech, especially on videos that are for 18 and older. You should be able to say whatever you want,
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Well, yeah, the censorship is kind of. That's about talk. What I wish they would lift up on is like licensing to where we could just listen or play music without getting struck or anything, Unfortunately,
I
because there's
remember,
money behind views and plays,
I
you
remember
know.
about a little over a year ago, I got interviewed for a content writing position for Google, and
Oh wow.
for a for each stage of the interview process, um, they asked about like my opinions towards community moderation. Um, and it's kind of interesting. So like a lot of these big tech companies definitely have a very um, how do I put this? A very strict approach to
Prestigious.
their community moderation guidelines. And it's not even a political thing or like some socio-political fucking thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like
whatever
It's just rules.
they can do to make sure that
they can
the
get the most
larger
money.
market is happy, right?
Yeah, basically the most money, the most viewership possible, and the
Yeah.
most people buying their shit and enter their shit on a constant basis, I think.
And that's why, you have to look like a lot of times all these companies going for, I'm of course pro LGBT and everything, but everybody gets upset or like, let's see, like, Dr. Seuss and everything. It's like they have to make those decisions to say like, hey, we're going to do this, even though it is sort of like, yeah, censorship and everything, but they have to look at the audience and who's going to get upset. So,
Yeah, like the more people, or basically the less people, I should say, less people, you can accept, you will upset, the more people will buy your shit. The
yeah.
more people will watch your shit.
It's that way like in security too. It's interesting because it's like, you want to lock everything down. Security isn't convenience. It's never going to be. But if you walk into an interview and you start saying like, I'm going to protect everything, like they don't want that. Like you're there to help the business. You're there to help them get done what they need to get done for regulations and shit like that. And it's just, yeah, so it's kind of similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Oh shit! Let me get back to this video. Hold on, we've been.
Wait, so this is Michael's latest video? My bad. Like I said,
Yes,
I
yes. Today, this is probably the most gut wrenching, heart shaking thing I've ever witnessed.
Think that you don't look like idiots and assholes. The entire world
What's
shit
that
for
accent, by the
brains.
way? Does anybody
So
know
those
that accent?
500 people you guys got, that's all you got. That's all you ever have. You're exposing yourself. You're giving me attention at the same time. Eventually, even your own people are going to see what pathetic losers you are. But keep going on.
My people? I don't really have people. I mean,
Nobody here has people.
yeah, like, did this turn into a group or something all of a sudden?
Keep on. Keep doing you losers. Okay.
He doesn't sound like a fucking boomer.
Ludacris.
I love how he just didn't even fire up a laptop and do all this more professional looking. Hell, he could even do all this what he's trying to show us on StreamYards, not even online. There's so many technological ways you could have filmed this, Michael, edited it, all that stuff, made it look much more nicer and respectable. But I think I get your point, what you're trying to show us.
Wasn't a big deal, but I met him. What are these losers that are yanking on my coat?
Now, I had said something very hardcore to him, and I guess he read it, because now he comes back with this video, and he's talking about, here's all the videos I did with Ryan, or Seth Ferrante, and then he's like, here's all the videos I did with, I don't fucking know, somebody else. I wasn't really, I mean, really? You have 158 subs and you're acting like and talking like you're the next best thing coming. I'm not ever trying to shit on anybody trying to get out there if they have a dream or whatever. But dude, this is a much bigger lake than what you think. This is not just a pond, okay, Michael? You better brace yourself because there's a whole lot of internet out there on its way. And you got a lot to learn.
He should start a beef with like what's that dude's name? Pino? Or Milk 74. Yeah, there we go. Start a beef with Milk 74.
Oh, God. Nobody even wants to hear Milk 74. That dude's so irritating.
Okay, so those are 3.
Let's scroll.
Don, I met out and about coincidentally. I have badass coincidences.
Yeah.
So
everything's a badass coincidence.
My, stories and see all I've done in my life. it's not just all been drugs, and it damn sure hasn't been
Yeah, what's the connection with him and Leone?
putting
Don't say
other
a word
people
to me on that.
down.
So,
Yeah,
can you
I
explain to
actually
me
have
why
a
is he keep
life.
on talking about like he's like has a connection to Seth Ron? I'm really lost in that one.
Well, I said in one of my videos, I said, you just had lunch with Seth Ferrante, big fucking whoop or something. I mean, don't quote me. I may have said something along that lines, but that's what I'm telling you all right now to get the story going. He comes back in another comment as a rebuttal and says, well, he has to explain to me what it is. It's not just lunch with Seth. It was some kind of, I guess in his head, it was a professional YouTube meetup where
My favorite kind.
this was not just a flyby, hi-by, which it really was in reality, but when you got to lie to yourself, you're going to pick the best one, okay? I mean, it's your life. So, he's watching, he's reading, and, Michael, people attacking you for your grammar, I've never attacked you for your grammar. Other people have been. So, you can attack me if you want to about mine.
My videos aren't about one specific dude.
Yeah, he
Hey,
said,
losers.
what's the fucking deal? Him and Mars both accused me of living in a trailer in Alabama.
And you people that are watching that are his
He
friends.
sounds more country than me.
Yeah, what is that?
And I live in a trailer. He lives in a room. He lives in a bedroom with a toilet and a sink. Maybe a bathtub.
Oh,
I don't
so
know.
don't say a word said. So he just lying. Oh, okay. So
I'm in a whole house with a front yard and a backyard.
So he keeps on saying he has a video collab with Ryan Leone coming up, but he's just basically
I
bullshitting
don't
about it.
know. He's fucking.
That would be a great convo. Talk about a meeting of the minds.
Meeting with a fucking hammer in my forehead.
Seriously? You haven't woken up and seen what losers you're dealing with yet? The rest of the world does. Who's that? Who's that, Bird Brains?
Ladies
Oh.
and gentlemen, the
Okay, that was a direct attack against Birdman. He's trying to prove to Birdman.
Or Bird.
I have met these people that you've always dreamed of meeting them. You didn't. Ha ha ha. It's probably what he's thinking.
Seth Ferrante. Tell us about your 21 years in prison, Seth.
How awkward. Somebody just holds a camera phone at you and goes, tell us about the 20 years in prison, Seth. Oh my God.
15 years. When I'm in Atlanta with Mike, I make sure I drink the $200 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Oh yeah, man, prison wasn't shit, dog. I mean, it's fucking.
You can catch that on my you can catch that on my video list.
Okay.
This is the loser, right? I'm a loser. Okay.
I'm a loser.
I have a ton of coincidence videos. If you don't know anything about me, I've had about 10 plus coincidences happen in my life that are next level.
Oh wow, your coincidence. What?
Next level.
Yeah.
Next
I
level.
want to hear
coincidence.
Crayfish say something. Cray and Birdman talk about.
He still doesn't know my
and
name.
Stuff that they've done.
Cray.
That's cool.
Crayfish.
It's not making fun of anyone else. It's
He could
not
be a big
playing
fan of the
video
rapper Black
games.
KrAYE.
I think we just accidentally found my new mascot. Thanks a lot, Michael. Let's see. So he don't know my name. Let's see. He's using low tech.
Being an adult. So you guys keep on making videos about me, and it won't be much time.
You know what? I think I picked the wrong person to talk back to because you know what? This guy's never gonna fucking stop. This is all it's gonna be for the remainder of however long this lasts. This right here, scrolling. You see this? Stupid fucking hold a phone up to another phone and then typing nasty back to me on the internet. Man, come on, Mike. I'll leave you alone.
He knows he can't beat me anywhere else. And we've
You are just such a fucking beast that I had to go out of my way to make your own custom shit.
They do all kind of different shit, right? They do all kind of different shit, right?
Yeah. All kinds of shit. Anyway. So, I don't know, Mike. Here's your chance. If you come up on this panel and have a talk with us so we can figure this out, clear the air, squash the beef, I will delete all your videos if you come up here. Now, this offer's only good for tonight while this stream is active. Fargo, Gray, what do you think? Is that fair
Also,
enough?
Michael said, yeah, I'm down. Since he's all about, posers and real drug addicts.
Yeah,
I
I'm tired of being a
am in
poser
active
and a
addiction,
dork.
so that should be a plus. Is that you'll talk to somebody who's still in active addiction. So
And then, you know what? Let's clear the air about the PlayStation 4 thing. Okay. A new video game came out the other day called Dying Light 2. I don't know about you all, but I play PlayStation 4. I've been a fan all my life of video games. So I'm a gamer in my downtime. Big whoop, right? Well, a friend of mine asked for me to stream the game so they could see what it looked like. So I started streaming the game, and I played like 40 minutes of it, and I killed the stream and went on to another game. Well, he saw that video and just felt like that was the fucking stupidest thing he had ever witnessed his entire career of being a fucking film critic. So that explains why he got so upset about me streaming a video game. It had nothing to do with him. Nothing in the stream was said about him or titled towards him. But for some reason, me streaming a video game for 40 minutes was the most god-awful thing ever. What do you guys think?
5-5 Crip. 5-5 Crip.
This is the kind of shit I have to put up with when I'm dealing with this guy, okay? I mean, we already know what he's capable of. And that in itself is fucking scary because...
And I walk up to him, the person I am. I'm pretty, assertive, go for something and relentless. I'm going to have my way if I'm set on something. So I see Ludacris and I bum rush him, right? I approached him, they shooed me off. So he's walking, and at this time, I'm following him. I homed in on him, was following him and shit. Me walking, I'm walking a little faster than average. They watch me like, what's this crazy white boy doing? Blocking him off to where he's eventually gonna go through all the video games. He's gonna run into me. I'm plotting and planning, how am I gonna do this?
Yeah. So that's the part that nobody sees, right? And makes you kind of worry.
The next thing you know,
wonder.
my lips are around his dick.
Could be, you never know.
I'm not gonna lie, that Ludacris story, I couldn't finish that shit. That shit was like painful as hell. That was really weird. But I mean, if Michael has any good stories, he's more than welcome to share them.
Well, I know he's watching. He has to be. Because this is about you, Michael. But I have an offer on the table. Should you accept?
Michael, if you have any stories about stalking Chingy in a Walmart or...
Come on, Mike. I know you got some really good stalking stories out there.
Hunting down Tyga when he was touring out in Little Rock or something, let us know.
Yeah.
Got this winner
chicken dinner. Sorry, Mike. I don't play Fortnite.
This. Thanks for the views, you dorks. That dude's got videos. 3 videos about me. How long are these?
How old are these?
Oh.
Okay. He mentions one of my videos that I made a couple years ago. He too has quite a story, but nothing like this guy right here. Huge fan of people on YouTube.
You got
No, I just noticed you used this picture as like you're him.
You like that?
That's not
Ooh.
bird brains. This are these two guys, winners. Winners.
I'm being a fucking poser right
2
now.
hours.
Just existing, okay?
2 hours. You're not a poser. You're a loser. You did a 2-hour video, you two, about me. That's one. How long is my name? Another 2-hour video?
At pods, and he, you know, he too has quite a story, but nothing like this guy right here.
I guess it's not. So you got how many? 2-hour videos?
Ooh, that's some
about
good
me?
microphone
Gee,
quality,
thanks,
though.
Loser.
Yeah, that's a good
DoorDash
radio voice.
Dope boy. You're a DoorDash dope boy.
I'm a dope boy.
You're a DoorDash dumbass dork.
Yeah.
So I go to this guy KrAYE's videos for the weekend, and
So I'll do that, right?
and he did this 40-minute video game, a video on a video game. He's just in the video
Hey,
game
look.
for 40
Quick
minutes
quiz.
on Facebook.
Oh, I missed it.
Loser. So now he's got something to do, though. Now he's got someone else to talk about.
Well, I don't
besides
really
Mark.
want to, Mike, but okay,
Now
look.
he can yank on my coattail. Three 2.5-hour videos. Can you say
Oh,
loser?
don't flatter yourself. You simply got mentioned in a couple. Now this is the real shit. We're tightening the belt around the fucking loops. We're going down a notch this time, Mike. We're digging in, man.
You can say loser. Go look at his videos.
Go look at his
Look
videos.
what
Okay, look, here's my quiz. Let me see if I can catch it again.
he's been doing. He's been yanking
Let me see if he'll
on
go back.
Ryan and Mark World's coattail because he's that pathetic. Oh, he's done 4 videos of me alone.
Now it's 5.
Winner,
Well, maybe
winner,
6.
chicken dinner, KrAYE. You won. You have got the
Oh,
Bozo of the
yeah,
Year
I
award.
sure.
KrAYE 003. Let's
You
see
know,
how
he's such a
go
fucking
back-
hypocrite because he's over here saying that you're, okay, quote, riding coattails, but not fucking really because you're on the same level, right? Well, he's over here talking shit about Birdman, and Birdman's actually fucking popular, unlike him. So,
Very much. Have you seen Birdman's subs?
I haven't.
He's damn near pushing 600, boy, and that's like all off of his strength. He doesn't really advertise his videos; he just be posting them, and
Yeah,
the
and I like
subs just
the
come
thing
in,
because I
dude.
like
He's
who he is and what he represents, you know?
a real motherfucker. That's what he is.
Fucking
He's
is.
living proof, a living testament of like you can change your life from being that low into drugs and just the mayhem. And it's like he puts out decent content, and it's like that dude. Look at the content he puts out. Riding in a car. That's like some damn. What's that dude's name? The Van Dweller. Black Bigelow, Black Bigot, whatever. That's all he does is hit record in his van. But hell, he's not even driving most of the time when he records. He's always doing shit in his van. But what I'm saying is this guy doesn't like put together any videos. He doesn't do any editing. He doesn't set his phone down in a nice decorated room and have a fucking interview or sit down with somebody. Like, he doesn't strive to capture decent moments or epic seconds on film. He doesn't, show us any tutorials on like how to fix a flat tire or anything. Hell, I could do y'all one of those. Just dumb shit. He calls himself like he wants to be the leader of the ADD community. And
Oh, this dude does? Like,
yeah, he could very well pioneer it. He could be the leader of it because there are so many people struggling with that problem. They're going to see his channel, latch onto him. Mike, I wish you the best. I hope this thing turns big because if it did on my fucking tongue, okay? You're going to be the leader of the ADD community. I feel it.
Oh, that's why he has issues like bringing up words. That's like a symptom.
Oh, shit. So you mean this whole time all the stammering and not remembering and
Well,
takes him 30 years to get his fucking next word out? That's all. He can't help that? That's part of the condition?
Potentially, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely something that can happen.
Oh, damn, Mike. I'm sorry. I bet that's hindered you throughout your life. All those years of growing up. Being a little hoodlum.
But he says he's in a gang. Is that what you said?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you say that he said he was in a gang? I came on and I heard you guys talking. I don't know if you were talking about.
Oh no! I said he should join a gang. I think that would be a good
Oh,
look.
okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
Holy shit.
No, yeah, that's the way for 2022. Everybody who's currently not in a gang, as CMAC has shown, the way to go is join a gang. Everyone should join a gang in
Why don't
2022.
we make our own gang? Or like, what gang should I join? How do I find these people?
It depends on where you're at. What
Look on the
state?
internet.
Well, I
Yeah.
do live on the southeast side of my city in the hood, so maybe I could just go find some nice guys who walk down the street.
Yeah, go outside, ask who needs to be put in work, or like what you can do to support your local hood, and then get locked up a few times, and then the rest is just kind of fall in place.
Hello,
Yeah.
fellow neighbors. Can
The
I
rest is on you.
join your gang? Yeah, I know. I like to go.
No, it's may I join your organization?
Yeah, I went to the liquor
KrAYE, you better
store.
have this lingo ready.
Yeah. So I think it's really funny sometimes to like deliberately act like clueless and everything. And my friend took me to the liquor store. This was a few years ago, and there it's really ghetto, like really hood and everything. And he's like, "We'll just talk normally, like because as a joke or whatever." And so this guy comes up and he starts talking about sports or something, and it was some random like basketball team or something. And I was like, "Oh yeah, the way LeBron James just floats through the air, he's so elegant or something." I don't know, the way I was talking, it was hilarious. But the guy just pauses and starts laughing because it's so out of like, yeah, that was weird. But whatever.
Okay. Here, I gotta go grab another one. Be right back.
Go look at it and see how much he's milked off of Mark World. Go see how pathetic this guy is. Go look at his channel. You'll see what a bozo he is. You're welcome, KrAYE. You're welcome, Bird Brains. You're 1,000 people. I've been on this thing for 8 months, and I've already gotten 30,000 views. How many of you dorks gotten your careers? Dorks. Clowns. Say hi, clown. So anyways, here's babies. He's growing. Here. Beatsy. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner. Do a video on that, KrAYE. Video part 5. KrAYE. 5.5 hours. He's done 10 hours on me. He should know more about me than me. Loser.
Okay, what I miss? Yo, Fargo.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so that was it on that video. Now we got this other one. Now he said, okay, yeah, wait. Yeah, we'll go back to this one first. We'll kind of do them in order. Hold on. Let me pause this. All right, this was one from the other day. I had seen it and checked it out. It was all right.
So update.
I gotta turn it up.
No, I'm just kidding. Just gonna tell you a little bit about these pathetic nimwits. Bring up speed one more time, and then that's it. I'm done with these cheerleaders.
He said he's done,
So,
but he isn't.
First, we'll just talk about the cheerleaders. As I've explained, you got this Bird Brains poser who's completely missed the whole point. He thinks it's about him not shooting up. No, it's about you're a dork, okay? And you're a poser. And if you don't see right through him, then everyone I know and would associate with sees right through him. I saw right through him the first time I ever met him. The first time I didn't even meet him was in person, was over the computer, and I could get the vibe of what a dork he was.
Who? Hold on, let me go back.
Like I said, he can't right through him. I saw right through him the first time I ever met him.
Speaking like, oh, you met me on the internet was because you could have met me in chance in real life, but you never did. But you just knew of me, like, just found out about me. Like, that makes no sense.
First time I didn't even meet him was in person, was over the computer.
Yeah, right here, hang on.
And would associate with sees right through him. I saw right through him the first time I ever met him. The first time I didn't even meet him was in person, was over the computer, and I could get the vibe of what a dork.
Or was he talking about Birdman? Do you guys know?
Dork he was. So, like I said, he can't face me one-on-one, so he's got to go get this winner.
I did, though. I tried.
And what better of a winner? You go get
think
someone to
you.
help you that's more pathetic than you. So he calls in his cheerleaders KrAYE. KrAYE 03. Dude, I don't know how old he is, but I'm going to say at least middle to late 30s.
I might change my fucking name to what he said. What do you think? KrAYE?
So OC KrAYE, like
Yeah. I mean, does it kind of roll nicely, or?
of OC Greedo. I agree. Free
I
OC
suck
Greedo.
at this.
And so
Free
this
OC, RC Draco.
Nimrod,
RC Chucky.
so I go check him out. He's done a 40-minute video about a video game.
Yeah.
Tell me if I know I am a little crazy, but I'm not all the way crazy, and I'm damn sure not stupid or wet behind the ears. You do a 40-minute video on a video game?
Hey, you listen here, Buster. Dying Light Part 1 was bad as shit. Part 2, it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision. It's a new release. Come on, you gotta stream it. If you're a gamer, you know. Shoot me dead. I'm guilty for fucking...
You want, and who the fuck is he to judge?
Yes, Michael. Dying Light 2 started off really shitty. I think it's getting better, though, okay? This is not a review of a review, Michael. The game's been okay so far, but that's all I'm going to tell you right now.
On YouTube, you don't think you're a dork?
It takes me 2 seconds to push one button on a controller, and voila, it streams to YouTube. I can add a chat in there. I can get on my headset and talk to the chat, just like this, but playing a video game. Would you all rather see me do that? If I start doing mic vids like this during a video game, man, yeah, we're going to do that soon. That's a good idea.
I think what everybody wants is me, a non-gamer, to comment on these gaming streams, because I have no idea what's going on right now when it comes to gaming shit.
You're not a gamer?
I'm just completely lost to gaming shit, to be honest with you. I have no idea about anything. I will say that I was a big fan of Diablo. The Diablo series. I used to take a lot of Adderall, or a lot of Dexedrine, my bad. A lot of Dexedrine and a lot of good old-fashioned meth, and a lot of benzos, and lots of Norcos back in the day, and played Diablo 2. This is my thing. Yeah. Summer of 09.
I got 2 somewhere around here. 4 PC.
There was like seriously, like June and July of 09, like I was all about it. Just like tons of Dexedrine, tons of Norcos, tons of benzos, lots of meth, and Diablo. That was my thing.
Yeah.
You do a 40-minute video of a video game, and you're making fun of me. You're making fun of people. You're Mark's cheerleader. This guy's this pathetic. All his videos are following around this nobody Mark world.
Look at his hand. What'd you say, Fargo?
KrAYE. Somebody, White Russia pointed out in the chat that KrAYE Debbie already took the KrAYE thing, the KrAYE tag.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. All right. Well, I guess I'll just stay KrAYE. So fine by me.
It could be O3 Credo, like with the Creed.
It's totally fine, Fargo.
No, I think it should be O3 Credo. I'm down for it.
I'm not no somebody either. I don't pretend that, that I'm no all-star or nothing like that. but I definitely don't.
Oh, he put the
have
little
a sense of
emotes
these
in the video.
bird
That's
brains.
clever.
So this guy gets his buddy to help him cheerlead, and this guy's more pathetic than he is. He follows around.
Cheerleading? No, more like you said something mean and hateful to Birdman, then he turned around and bit your ass, and I happen to give you a good fuck you in the middle finger as he was saying it. How is that fucking ganging up on you? Like, don't attack my family, bro.
Around this guy Mark World. Explain that to me. You freaking nimwits. You bird brains.
You bird brain.
So I go to Bird Brain's page and check
He's so
him
classical.
out, and I already know that anyone that's that it would even
Shout out
watch
to little
and listen
Burpee.
to Bird
There's some
Brain,
little Burpees
first of
in
all, they're going to be
what's up,
younger
Burpee?
or have serious mental problems.
Burpee's down with
Because if you don't see right through him, then you're an idiot. So there's no one that I care what they think that follows Birdman. First thing I come to, this guy's doesn't know the difference between a Buick LeSabre, calls my car an old Buick LeSabre. He
No,
doesn't know
look.
the difference between a Buick and
This is where people are probably like, what the fuck is he talking? No, look, Birdman has worked at fucking car dealerships all of his adult life. He's a car salesman, okay? Makes good money. I simply said something in the video the other day. I said, hey guys, wonder what kind of car that is, whatever. And someone on the panel said this, and someone on the panel said that. It was just a 2-second, whatever. And then I guess this is what he's talking about. This is a little rebuttal on that. It's funny that he even went that far, almost like he made a list of everything he needed to like explain or attack back on, topic wise. This is funny.
2018 Honda CR-V. I know your crowd is 18-year-olds and don't haven't had a whole lot of experience to the world.
What's that little brown bag?
When you want to bring it with
Look, he didn't mean to show that.
Get your shit together, Bird Brain.
That fucking bag. What do you think was in that bag? A damn jug of liquor? Hello? Is any of the panel here?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm looking up.
Sorry.
something.
No,
Okay, moving forward.
I was smoking heroin.
Your
Ah!
cheerleaders don't know the difference between a Buick LeSabre and a 2018
Hold on one second.
CR-V. Huh?
You're wasting my
That
fucking
doesn't
life,
embarrass
Michael.
you?
Nobody gives a shit about you.
Let's take a ride.
This fucking stream, everybody's so uninterested they can give a fuck less about you. It's that bad, Michael.
Bird in the bird machine. Go look at this dude's videos. See what a dork he is.
Where the hell's my
Got
handgun?
into an ounce of cocaine one time. Oxy Kingpin. This dude don't have to say 2 sentences of every single video, and you're gonna see what a clown he is.
Yeah,
Clown.
fucking clown.
Idiots. KrAYE, you're so smart. And KrAYE really is. The weirdest part, the stupidest, the most ironic shit is this guy can actually do something. Like he knows about
Thanks, Dad.
computers and how to do all kind of shit that I don't. But
It's
he
called
don't know
very
how to,
minute and
conduct his
simplistic fucking
business,
editing.
obviously.
I put no effort in my editing. I mean, if I really did, it would take days to make something. Sorry, you're just not worth that kind of time, Mike. Like, I give the bare minimal because I've got shit to do and you're not that important. I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to say it that way, but, I mean, fuck.
He doesn't know how to act like
Hey,
a
I'm really sorry. I
He's got
have
all
to
this
go.
cute
I have to make dinner and everything. It's 10 now.
Oh, shit. All right, Gray.
Is
Thanks
that-
for stopping by.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you. Wait,
Have a good old night.
I'll
Hope
still
dinner
be
turns out
listening.
nice.
but I won't
Okay.
be-
Yeah. Big pow.
computer experience and education, and you're going to do a 40-minute
Ha! I wish.
video on a video game?
Hell yeah.
Dude, this is 2022. Okay? Okay, great. Come on now. It's time to come up.
I was a way better addict than you.
Dork.
He just laces it up real nice.
Man, you guys are where it's at, dude. So yeah, this is my final video on these bozos. Bird brains. So yeah, I hope your crowd, your cheerleaders do watch this bird brain. You see what?
Oh, they're gonna.
And your guys don't know the difference between a Buick LeSabre and a 2018 Honda CR-V. Are you serious? This is my car, bird brain. Let's see your car. Let's see your gold chain. Because your gold chain must be so wonderful. Bird brain. How old are you? You're gonna buy a gold chain and drive around a 1980, 97 car.
Yeah,
in 2022, you're gonna go buy a gold chain and not a new car. And this other nimwit, you're gonna do videos on video games.
Hey, Mike, I know you're in the chat. What year is your vehicle?
And Mark World.
What fucking year is your vehicle? Hello, Jaded.
Hello.
We are talking about Stalker Mike over here and what a fucking poser he is for not coming up on the panel because
something else.
He's like stepping in dog shit. Once it gets on your fucking shoe, it stinks, it lingers, you can't get it off. It's a pain in the ass to get off. It doesn't go away.
It's like you smell it afterwards.
Fucking poser.
God.
Mike, you were such a fucking man that KrAYE said she would fucking box you, bro. A fucking woman. To that. And you know what? KrAYE is fit. She will fuck y'all up, dude. She takes boxing lessons. KrAYE will fuck you up, bro. A chick will fucking box your head off. Alright. But this fucking bird brain is almost done with this video.
And step to someone like me? Bird brains for posers, dorks, and goofy fucks that don't know any better.
He is pissed.
Think you'll ever see Birdman do a collab with someone's got 7,000 or 10,000 plus subscribers? I'm waiting, Bird Brains. I'm waiting, KrAYE. We're waiting to see what makes you guys so spectacular.
What do you mean waiting? What do you want me to do?
What makes you worth...
You've done a collab.
What am I supposed to fucking do? I've done names with, like, decent names on the internet. What have you done?
Yeah.
You've hung out with 2 fucking D- celebrities. Like, one of them happens to be a fucking... a damn author or something, or director, or, like... These are not like, it's not like you're hanging out with Tom Cruise and fucking...
Well, I will say that Seth Ferrante's pretty legit, but I'm pretty sure Seth Ferrante, if you were to ask him who this guy is, he has no idea who he actually is.
I bet Ryan Leone doesn't either, because...
I mean, props to Seth Ferrante.
I did a video with Ryan Leone, and yet here he is. I looked back at this guy's channel.
He hasn't done it yet, has he?
No, March or April, it says. Ryan Leone probably told him what he wanted to hear, and he's going to be like, okay, I don't know who you are. Go on somewhere.
Is that why y'all living in a fucking bedroom with a toilet so that you can afford Ryan's $100 fucking Patreon a month? Michael the Stalker.
God, man.
You sit there and talk all that shit in the comments, and I'm like, you wouldn't face me and Birdman on the damn panel. And you're like, I'm facing you right here in the comments section. Then you give excuses like, I ain't putting myself next to you loser dorks because it'll make me look like a loser dork too or some shit. Like, come on, dude.
He looks like a loser dork anyways.
We're fucking waiting. You want to grow? You want to grow your channel? Here's your shot. Like, just fucking come on over here and talk to us.
My God.
Normally, I wouldn't talk shit and be all like this over a fucking internet video, but I know you're watching. This is the only way I can really fluently get a hold of you, like, and speak to you, man. Come on. Click that link. It's pinned.
Gaming streams on there, but I mean, for the most part, he doesn't really do gaming streams.
You will get more traction coming on this panel saying all this mean, nasty shit to our face than you would commenting on a YouTube video, okay? I guarantee, Mike, you will be the man. Today starts your ADD boot camp. Like, we're going to have you new recruits, a new fucking community, dude.
Hey, AD.
I would love to be the leader of a fucking soul community. Dude, you get that opportunity tonight. And if you come on the panel and stay at least 30 fucking minutes, I would delete every single video of you that I've made. I didn't really have to make anything. All I did was just repost and...
Make fun.
Like, my God, it took time out of my day to deal with you, okay? The least you could do is give me my time back. This YouTube bullshit, it ain't nothing for nothing. That's all it is, dude.
What gets me is that these people think that they're really hurting some feelings, and they're like, "Oh, you've had a channel up for like 4 years. Well, and you've only got this or that." Not everybody sometimes people don't even get on to, like, I have a channel, but I don't put content on it. I have a channel because I'd rather just enjoy and watch other people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a channel, but
And I thought about doing some content.
this shit is just like kind of like entertainment for me, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
fun. I don't have a channel or any of that shit, but
This is like TV to me.
I think
I get
people-
knowledge off of YouTube. Like, I watch informative videos and just a little bit of everything. It's better than television, you know?
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I think for people like Michael, I think Michael legit, you know,
I think Michael just wants to...
I think he wants something concrete out of this YouTube shit, but you know.
I don't see Michael becoming a hardcore tuber, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
like,
I can't
I see
that.
Michael just making posts like, "Oh, here's me and fucking former President Trump. Here's a video of me." Like, he only wants to document and have produced publicly for the world to see his interactions with celebrities. Is that what you think is going to make you famous, or do you just want a picture next to Johnny Depp that bad, or what?
Oh.
I mean, what else is there? Okay, you either going to get the Johnny Depp, or you're going to get the fucking Riley Leone.
I mean, Riley.
Which one would you pick?
Yeah, can't get much bigger than Riley Leone.
Dude, I would choose Johnny Depp in a heartbeat.
I'd say, Ryan, who? And I'd go straight to Johnny Depp. But I don't give a fuck about Johnny Depp.
You right?
He was an alright actor back in the day, but to me, he's like Jim Carrey. He's out there, he does good what he does, you know, but I'm over it. I don't care. I don't watch movies anyway, so.
Keanu Reeves is a badass and a humanitarian.
Keanu Reeves is like a sleeper fucking agent, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he is so trained in, like, handling guns and martial arts. Like, I was very surprised to see his character get into. Was he ever featured in that movie? What's that one that had all the badass guys, the Unbreakables or something? You remember they had all the A-lister celebrities from the 80s and 90s? They were badass action movie stars. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Keanu get made in that movie?
No.
He should have been in it.
He was in
They
John
were missing
Wick.
him.
Much better. He's more badass.
Dude, Keanu Reeves can kill some shit.
Swear to God.
He has y'all
How
fooled.
old is Keanu Reeves now?
He's getting on up there, but
Anybody.
He's not that old though, no?
Dork.
somewhat.
Let's see a real video about what grown-ups take, KrAYE.
Here, I'll look it up.
Just keep doing videos
Yeah, the
of video
expendables,
games
that's
in Mark's world. You pathetic
Mark's World.
dumbass.
Oh, you know what? I was very tempted to
Way
play.
go, KrAYE. Great videos. Great job, Bird Brain. You did such a smart thing going
Smart thing.
loser you know to team up with. Someone else that is more pathetic than you. That's who you're gonna go to and come with against me?
is a dude that's Mark World's cheerleader. Bird brains. I'm out.
Look, that was the only thing that I thought was pretty slick and genius. Sorry, Birdman, I had to laugh at that. But that was the only genius thing that piece of shit did that actually entertained me. Where I was like, oh my God, I laughed out loud and I caught the joke. It was so funny. Bird brains out. Birdman, you have to laugh at that dude. That was funny as shit. He got a little zinger on you right there, but that's all he's ever gotten. I'll tell you what. But this guy, yeah, he's really starting to scare me.
Don't do drugs, guys. What happens?
I'm wondering how angry he has to get before he starts.
Everybody should do more drugs. Gangbang, do drugs. You know, get somewhere in life.
Don't do the type of drugs that this guy did, man. Don't do it.
This shit is unreal, dude. Expendables, yes. Thank you. What does he say? Yes, Z. Like, that was one of my questions that I've never really addressed the guy. I was like thinking, I don't see any change, at least numerically, on your end. So has this been like a spiritual experience for you, Michael? I mean, are you that petty and feeble that if Ryan Leone fucking sent you a text, you would fucking cream your little panties, your little kitten panties? You fucking sicko. Because you are like trying to totally be their linebacker when they didn't even ask you. Let's see. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've been around celebrities before, and I've been, starstruck, whatever. Not starstruck, but you know what I mean? Like, I was like, very aware they were there. And it's like, you know, give them their space, whatever, but go fucking say what's up, you know? That's it. Leave it at that. They're normal people. Like, you don't have to go all extra or nothing. Like, damn, man.
Yeah,
this guy.
The last thing I would want would be people all over me like that. Like, just come and be normal, dude.
They're used to people doing that to them anyway, so all they want to do is walk in a room and not be the center of attention. How would you feel if people just was fucking looking at you all the time? As soon as you came within the vicinity of them, they're like, oh shit, there's so. And there's like, everybody's trying to walk near you and just, I'm sure it would be chaotic feeling at times, especially when there's a large crowd of people, because they could.
Dude, I thought Ludacris was like, what the fuck, dude? Who the hell is this psycho?
I tagged Michael, just so you know. I went ahead and I tagged Ludacris so that somebody over there fucking sees that shit somewhere or another. Somebody be kicking back trying to listen to Ludacris's old fucking albums, and all of a sudden this video of Mike pops up. And I'm sure Ludacris probably remembers that previous interaction with you, bro. Because
that's a little crazy.
You told that story too clean to the T, like the way you remember it, and then it's like there's a few things you might have embellished on because you slipped up with some Freudian slips, and I was like, uh-huh. Now, I shouldn't be so judgmental, but it was just scary, man. It was creepy, like.
It is a little creepy. Yeah.
And I know you were just talking from the heart. You were trying to, like, tell the story.
He said I bum rushed him.
With his bodyguards present. Did he not? I mean, shit. That's balls. I'm about ready for a cig break. This guy's done put me into a cigarette break
I hear
request.
you.
We need to find another video with somebody else who's more unhinged, but also more entertaining.
Oh,
What, you want to put some fucking mic vids on?
Some who?
A mic vid?
No, I said more unhinged than Michael and more entertaining.
who can we do?
But also like harmless. Somebody who's not like dangerous to society or like celebrities.
It's getting to now where it just doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, so many people nowadays just want to like wear.
Oh, so he's been to Memphis, obviously. He has a couple videos. Or at
Ooh.
least one. Christmas
Oh,
2000 in Memphis. Worst one yet.
Have you guys seen that bullshit like those spirit box videos or
I've
whatever?
heard of them. I don't know if I've
Oh
seen
my
them.
god, it's the worst. It's like the most disrespectful, like dumbest shit ever.
I don't think I know what it is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
So basically, every time a celebrity dies, no matter who they are, whether it's an actor or like Draco the Ruler, some jackass makes a video of them supposedly communicating with them like through a quote unquote spirit box, like the most disrespectful shit ever.
You talking about those spirit boxes that are like little radios that
Yeah, the bullshit radios. Yeah,
they have like it sounds like a constant changing of stations and there's like voices saying shit like yeah. One of my friends had one of those. That shit's fucking. I mean, it's a cool thing to have and whatnot, but
see this is why I respect Crip
does it
Mac,
work?
like,
You know, kind of thing.
because like if my homie pulled up and it's like, hey, I got a spirit box, that's when everyone gets together and we have a DP.
I got a video where we actually
we all
used one.
have a DP on the homie for saying
maybe I can dig it up.
But yeah, that's the importance of the DP.
Yeah.
When your homies say shit like that, you gotta discipline them. You gotta give them black eye. You know, it can't. 5-5 crip, 5-5 crip, everybody.
Sure. Let's see. Here we go. This fucking guy.
It said Christmas 2000, but this is posted in 2021. So.
It's hard for me to stand still.
Could have been a re-upload.
Well,
It's not ADD, buddy. It's
chat
methamphetamine
on the
crap.
So
He says he's been clean for 3 years. He's got
digging
ADD.
animals.
Yeah, he's kind of hard to follow at times.
Days before he can come upstairs. We've got outdoor cats as well we take care of. I've got like a little, I don't know what you'd call it, but you see back there's blue tarp over some boxes. There's several cats that live in those. Some of them have come inside already. Mitzi, one of them, has come inside, gotten her shots and all that. And so is Pierre. He's come inside. He's gotten half of his. He's got.
Dude, this dude's
He
got
had
some
to
big ass
get antibiotics, and we've been having to give him eye treatment for the past week. So he's almost 100%, but not 100. So
This
he'll
is
stay
lame.
down a couple more days, and another couple of days, sometime this coming week, he will go back to the vet, get his final shots, and then indoors, and upstairs he comes. So for today, I'm going to enlighten you on some of the hell I've endured in my life, to put it mildly. It's not going to come as a shock to many. Coffee break, pause.
Oh, man.
As it won't come
I
as
think
a
this
shock
guy
to
makes
any
me
of
want to
you.
do drugs.
Most of my life has been somewhat in turmoil. Different bullshit scenarios, one right after another, all through life, all through addiction, in and out of addiction, even when I was not in addiction. I lived a quite, I don't even know what you'd call it, life. Always in and out of shit, right? Even when I didn't even ask for it. So Christmas, for instance, was always, something always happened at Christmas. I've been not most, all the times I've been to jail,
Let's see.
it wound up being in the winter and falling on Christmas. the time I was in boot camp, it fell during Christmas. So I've been locked up a lot during Christmas. And it's not always all bad and all good. So I'm going to share it with you. Here we are under the cat tent once again. Hello,
I think
fam.
I
Hello, peeps.
do.
Bear with me, I gotta figure this out. I'm going to feed these cats. My phone is dead, so this is my tablet that I'm using. I'm trying to set it up. My wife's got our laptop, but because I'm a ADD dude, I'm clumsy and I drop shit, I break shit, right? So I'm not allowed to use the laptop. If I do, it has to be in our room on our bed. So that's why you're never gonna see me. For example, my phone is cracked. Samsung Galaxy. My my tablet that I'm doing this on right here. Luckily, I had one of those shields. I cracked it already, so thank God I had the shield. So, like I said, I'm a fumbling, bumbling idiot, known to break shit. So, Christmas behind bars is very similar. You'll hear a lot of the same kind of stories. They when you're behind bars, they give you like even if you're in jail, prison, boot camp, it doesn't matter. Any state-run facility kind of runs the same way. They give you the same, somewhat half-ass, decent meal for Christmas. Anytime I've ever been locked up was the same. I got, fed better Christmas Day and Thanksgiving than any other day of the year. Your portions were a little better, and so like that. So you ate better, but time behind bars sucks during the holidays. So it doesn't suck as bad as one of the times that I wasn't behind bars on holidays. For instance, the year was 2000. How do I know there's 2000 for sure and not 99, not 2001? It was definitely 2000. My son, Colin, was an infant. He's 22 now. It was Colin's first Christmas. Zach was already a little guy too. And the following year, I sprained my ankle and I had to be off my feet. I sprained my leg and twisted my leg at work. And I remember having to be on the couch. I remember all the pictures taken were of me on the couch and etc. Colin running around in diapers and Daddy crutching it around the house. Somebody bring over a wheelchair for me. So I remember distinctly 2001. I couldn't walk, was at home, on crutches and in wheelchairs. But 2000, I had to go out of town to work. So I went to Memphis. And for those that do or don't know, pretty much anyone and everyone these days has heard the stories and the tales. Memphis is a rough town. It damn sure is. I can attest to this from personal experience. So the year was 2000, and I did construction. As I've mentioned, I'm a carpenter of 25 years. I'm 49. I started it when I was 22 when I got at boot camp. 22-ish, something like that. Until now, I've been a carpenter. But at that time in 2000, there wasn't no work in town, and so I had to go out of town for work. And the jobs that we were doing at the time was, it was either brake depot or just brakes. At that time, just brakes, I think Brake Depot owned them first. Brake Depot owned all the stores around it, all of Atlanta and all the surrounding states, the whole southeast. Brake Depot owned all these buildings, and they sold it to Just Brakes. Just Brakes bought them, and the guy that I used to live with and work with, the guy Doug, some of the stories. was contracted for it, and so that's what we did. We ran around, remodeled all the brake depots, and turned them all into just brakes, and vice versa, one or the other. We worked for both companies within a 2-3 year span, and we remodeled all the stores in the greater Atlanta area and a lot of the surrounding states. So at this time, there was no workaround. So off to Memphis I go 2 weeks before Christmas. You're sitting there scratching your head. How bad could it be, right? Right? Wrong. So I get up there 2 weeks before Christmas, and my hotel is not available. There's one hotel in the entire town, and the one hotel in the entire town had no hot water and no heat, no hot air, no heat, no hot water, and no heat. So for 2 weeks was living hell. Would paint all these stores at night, right? All these stores were open to the public during the day, and they'd close their doors at 9 o'clock p.m. And then we'd come in and get to paint. Once they'd close, we'd get started about 10, roughly, when all the employees and customers were out of the building. We went around and painted a bunch of stores in Memphis. Me and this crackhead dude, right? Well, this crackhead dude was a homeless guy. He had lived in the stores, all the stores in the metropolitan area. This guy Doug I worked with was getting all his work from one of the owners of Brake Depot, I think it was. And this was their painter that he was sending me with, okay? Well, this old man painter, this fat ass dude, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It may or may not come to me. Stewie, I think his name was Stewart. And Stewart lived in all of these stores, right? He was homeless, and he was the painter for Brake Depot owner guy. And part of his deal was, he'd sleep in these places. And so, you could imagine it. There was no no showers in these places. So you could imagine what kind of person this was, right? He had a truck, and he drove around to all the brake depots, and he slept in them. He slept in them all. Nasty crackhead, guy probably about my age now. Uncut as they come. Beard. Had, maybe once a month or every couple of months, he'd get a room and he'd shower and shit. But he would go weeks and whatnot without showering, so it was nasty as fuck, right? So at one of the times, he was working on these jobs around us, right? This is before this time, and we tile a store. I tile a lobby to one of these Brake Depot Just Breaks. And this fat fuck comes in and walks across the tile
Isn't
one
there
night,
kicked out
fucks
in
the whole tile
somebody's
job. We
yard?
come in the
Or
next
like,
day,
what is going
the
on?
tiles are pretty much
I have
just
no idea.
halfway set up. He fucked the whole floor, right? Imagine setting tile and someone walking across him, like knocking them all out of position and shit. He came in and fucked up a couple of tile jobs. Once or twice that happened. So, off out of town with Stewart, I'm sent to Memphis, right? I get up there. My hotel doesn't have any hot water, doesn't have heat. So, like I said, we're working all night. When I get off work, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I get off work and come to my hotel, I have no hot water and no heat. I literally have to take a bird bath. I can't even shower thoroughly because I'll get hypothermia. I'll freeze to death. There's no
Mr.
hot
Bird Brain,
water at
that's
all,
his
not even a
bird
little
bath.
bit, right? So I get in, get a bird bath, get as clean as I can. I have to get back. It's so fucking cold. I'm going out of town for 2 weeks now, right? But I'm not expecting this. So to stay warm, I have to put back on all the clothes that I've come with. So I'm now having to sleep in my work clothes because we're working at night. I'm sleeping during the day. There's no time to wash my clothes. I bring enough clothes to have clean underwear and whatnot for a week or so, and then I have to do one load before I go. I got to do laundry once.
But nonetheless, I wasn't expecting not to have no heat and air conditioning, so I'm having to sleep in my paint clothes, my jacket and shit. It's freezing. It's fucking, 20 degrees in my room and miserable as fuck, right? So I dealt with this for 2 weeks, and I'm with the, and I had done some crack and coke at the time, right? So I own up to that. So this guy was 10 times worse than me. Like I said, I had a wife and kids home. So this guy's, we go up there with like a G apiece. We get up there and he cracks it out for the first several days, and he's not worth a fuck. So he trashes a few jobs, and by the end of the job, by the end of these 2 weeks, he's managed to demolish two of the stores. One of the stores, he didn't. He, I partially covered and told him that it wasn't ready yet. It needs some more covering. He comes in there and runs a sprayer, and we covered. I got to cover most of it, but the underneath of all the swivel chairs in the office and in the in the lobby, where the people sit and watch TV and stuff while you're getting your breaks done. He blasted all that. There was paint all over the floor, all over the bottom of all the chairs, of all the desks, of everything in there. The bottom of it just got totally fucked, right? So we didn't get paid for that job, and he did a bunch of those. I don't remember all the circumstances, but the whole deal was a flop, right? Like out of all of it, we might have successfully did one or two stores out of like 5 or 6. He fucked up. So if it doesn't make it even worse, I get home after 2 weeks after this, not having not having
Don't
heat
get
and
me
hot
started.
water,
This is
not
not
having a hot
entertaining
shower for
to
two
me.
weeks. I get
The
home
only thing
to find out
entertaining
that we're
is
not getting paid, right?
the
He gave
sunlight,
us
birds in the
800 to go
background.
up there. We get up
This
there,
is
we
quite a
blow through
story.
that, food, gas, etc. And I come back to not getting shit, but before it's done and over with, it's far from done and over with. So he's a clown on all these jobs. We're in downtown on one of these jobs. We're in the downtown heart of Memphis, right? Imagine like maybe Mayberry or something, right? You're in like this small town, and imagine like the heart of it, the city,
I think he's
the
talking about
main
Memphis.
part. We got
Oh, like
a post office,
Mayberry. It is far from the Mayberry.
you got a post office, you got a courthouse, you got a barber's office, you've got a grocery store, the town of Memphis, and we're in the town working the stores, and this is the store he fucks up all the bottom of the shit, the shelving, the chairs, and everything, and I'm telling him to keep the doors shut, and he's got we're supposed to keep these doors locked and all that, right? We're right in the heart, and he's got the door open. He's making deals. He's got people coming in our store. He's now smoking crack with homeless dudes and all that. Complete shit show, right? And it was just hell. Imagine that, being with a homeless crackhead out of town in a city like Memphis.
Oh, come on.
He's making friends with all the
You can't talk about my city like that. You were just passing through working, man. Shit happens.
whores and all the homeless people. He was a homeless dude himself, right? So this shit went on for 2 weeks. And so, like I said, it was utter mortal hell. Worse than being in jail, worse than boot camp. That was the worst. The worst of the worst, right? Is coming back to a hotel at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you don't have no hot water and no heating and air, and you got spray paint all over you and shit. And so I take a bird bath to try to get somewhat clean, and I got to get
There he goes with the bird bath again.
Paint clothes, because there's no.
I feel like we're on to something, guys. We can do bird bath shirts, bird bath fucking hats, bird baths themselves, except they'll have Michael carved into it somehow, and maybe we could put like a Birdman symbol or something, like make it like a really nice. Ooh, we could do it like that one thumbnail I did the other day.
Really, no time to, take off of work and go wash my clothes, etc., etc. Just get the jobs done as fast as we could and get the fuck home. So, like I said, it was a shit show for 2 weeks.
He said
One
something
night
about
after
Memphis,
another
like a little
of
Mayberry.
utter mortal hell
Like
with
nothing like
him and all his
Mayberry.
crack
Not a small
dealings and
town.
crack
There's something
dealers
small about
and
Memphis.
prostitutes and all that, right? So now I've found out that we're fucked. We're gonna get home. We're not gonna get shit for pay. So I'm ill and all that. We do the last story.
He went all the way out
This is
there.
gonna be the last night. We're going home the next day. If you've listened to three of my stories, you already know that this is going to be a normal situation scenario. Yep, as of course, the last day is going to be the worst.
How long?
Of it all.
Oh my god.
So the last night we're there. I'm painting the. I've now told him I'm painting the. I'm going to be in charge of painting the.
My god.
You know, and he can.
Michael, you can't be, dude.
You know, he's dirty, nasty.
How many times did he
Once
say
again, I am not a fucking speech whiz, a speech therapist, any professional in the language arts of anything in the history of fucking ever when it comes to talking, okay? But you go through so many ums and ahs, and I can't fucking remember this damn name. I'm trying to... Bro, you're not... Like, YouTube don't want to sit through this kind of shit. Oh my god.
Buck, I want him in the garage. I don't want him over the tile. I don't want him painting anywhere around it, right? So, on the last day, he does some kind of deal. He brings some guys in. I'm in the back, taking a lunch break or whatever I'm doing. I'm taking a breather, and for the whole 5-10 minutes that I don't got the eye on my area, of course, the shit show's gonna come. So I'm out back. I'm taking a breather. I'm taking my smoke break, eating whatever.
I mean, damn,
I
this
come
guy
back
is
and
the
I don't
shit
notice
show.
this. All my shit's covered now, right? So I go on and painting. Okay. Don't think nothing of it. Don't think to check underneath, you know, I got drop cloths and plastic over everything. So I can't see nothing until morning, right? You go in there, you paint everything, you wait till it dries. Right when the people come in the morning, you unplastic everything, you leave and go home. The next morning, I'm pulling all the plastic and drop cloths off, and there's a broken coffee pot, right?
Oh, they actually broke something that belongs to the homeowner. Okay, so let's hear how they get out of this one.
You're gonna think no big deal, broken coffee pot, right?
Yeah.
New coffee pot.
So the guys come in. These guys are they're all G'd out, right? Even the employees are carrying pieces, are all gangstered out, right? The guys that are working at the store look as much street and hood as the guys on the street. And so this guy comes up to me and he takes the broken coffee pot and he taps me on the back of my shoulder and he said, "Who broke my fucking coffee pot?"
Oh boy.
I said, "I'm sorry, dude. Accident. You know, we'll replace it. No big deal." "Oh, the hell it ain't no bill, white boy. The fuck it ain't no big deal, motherfucker." Yada, 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 yada.
I
Dude
bet.
just went from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye on me. Just went completely ape shit off on me. In front of the manager, in front of the store manager now, in front of employees, in front of customers. This guy just went all out ham on me, right? I go out to my car and I'm gonna go and get him a coffee pot, and he takes the thing and he slams it on the hood of my smashes the rest of his coffee pot. Glass goes everywhere, and he's going off. "White boy this, white boy that. I'm gonna serve you up, yada yada."
So I'm assuming he's black for him to say white boy this, white boy that, and then he's making a point to say that it was said like that.
Yada yada. He's got a piece on him. He's talking about taking me out because he can't have his coffee. He's literally threatening my life and all that, right? And I'm looking around.
I feel you.
Even the manager of the store's like hiding like a little wuss. And the manager comes over to the side and pulls me aside. He said, I would suggest you go get another coffee pot, buddy. It could get ugly. I said, what kind of fucking, what do you got going on here, dude? Like, what the fuck? This dude's sitting here calling me out and basically telling me he's gonna murk my ass if I dare leave this town without his coffee pot. Don't even fucking try it, right? So I'm trying to get into my car, and he's busted his coffee pot on the hood of my car, and now I've got his buddies. Now he's got his buddies that were on the side of the building. Now they're over surrounding me.
I bet he was scared fucking shitless. Michael, I bet you shit your little panties that night, dude. You were fucking surrounded in a car. Oh, man. You fucking did him bad.
Look, I understand the coffee thing.
Dude, they busted that shit. They said, not only do you got to replace it, but we're fucking you up, too. All that over a coffee pot? My God.
Oh, yeah, man.
It makes me wonder. It had to be something much more extreme, because why would this simple little matter escalate, you know?
Huh.
You think it was maybe a drug deal gone wrong, or he's just changing the words coffee pot with drugs or something? Or
yeah.
Now, guys, everybody listening, this is allegedly. I'm not saying this is what was happening, but who would escalate a fucking fight about accidentally breaking a coffee pot that quick? Like, come on now.
I might. I'm telling you.
All thugged out, all carrying pieces, and they're all fucking tell me basically that,
not getting to the store because he's fucking stopped at Wordland. Fucking A, dude.
Not only am I going to give them a coffee pot, but now I'm going to pay them for his coffee and his time. Now I owe him $25 over and above the coffee pot.
Yep.
I got just enough money to make it home, and I'm pretty much,
fuck,
on fumes as is. And I tell the dude, I'm sorry for you. I'll get your coffee pot, but I ain't got shit else for you. And so he goes ham, and he's getting all stupid, and he's calling me out and all this, and he's doing the show out in front of his friends and all that shit. And the manager pulls me over, and now by this time I don't even care that there's all his friends around. Now I'm mad and agitated. Now he's punked me, and the person I'm not used to being punked. I'm not used to people talking shit to me and getting away with it. You see the videos, you can see, you hear it out of your own mouth from all the people that I grew up with.
Shaded one.
Anyone that I get on here that I grew up with, well, every one of them will say the same. I'm not the one,
I'm not the one.
A gun, a knife. I don't give a shit what your deal is.
Here you go. I ain't the fucking one neither. Here's my ticker.
Yourself. And we get to fucking fighting right there in the fucking right in the front of the store, and there's customers standing there. There's employees. It was
Mike, I'm up your ass tonight, bro.
These all out ADD squabbles. Me and this dude are sitting there fighting in the parking lot, and I'm not backing down. And so we go at it, and we fight, we tussle. He lets one of his buddies hold his gun, and they're taunting me and all this. You don't dare try to leave town.
Okay, pause this for a second.
They're surrounded my truck now by this time, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to fight.
Yes.
So I'm just noticing, like this guy is over here calling you a clown, Birdman a clown, and posing a loser and all this other stuff. This video was posted on Christmas, okay? This year. It was posted, it's December 25th, 2021.
Okay.
This guy is underneath of a fucking taped up fucking tarp doing a live video.
I kind of like that backdrop. I think he did good having that, but I don't know what he's up to. Like, what is he doing under that tarp?
Where's his fucking house? He's like sprawled out, laid out, kicked back. Like, is he homeless? Calling everybody else a poser and a loser?
Well, now, ancient rule would say that we can't say anything about him now, because at least as of lately, we know he lives in a one-bedroom flat with a toilet and a shower installed. It's a small apartment, you know, like a solo dolo. Like, you ain't gonna be able to fit no more than one more motherfucker in there. So, yeah, 1 bedroom apartment kind of thing.
Well, he doesn't need to be talking crap. I mean, you live in a house with a yard.
I've lived in one of those before, like him. But granted, my toilet. I
It's not like
mean,
you're running like
okay, my
politics.
toilet was actually in its own separate little room that was fabricated to be like the bathroom. It had the shower, the toilet, and the
Making
sink,
fun of somebody
and
that's
there was a
got that
closet in
job.
there. It was its own room upstairs behind a door.
Who cares what kind of a job it is? I mean, you're
So,
working. So let's make fun of somebody who's got a house and a job.
well, what
And
I'm saying is, Mike,
it.
I've had it low like you. I've lived in shit
I'm
places
obsessed,
or
man. Don't be talking crap on
this or
people
that.
whenever you're not in a better situation anyway.
He's just responding. This is all just response for him. He's got to get the last word in. Okay, fine. I'm cool with that. I don't care. But that'd be cool if he went away first. Like,
Instead of a tarp. That's
hey,
nice.
Mike, get the fuck out of here. You know, that's all I'm saying. But he's gonna wait a day or two and then make like his little driving in his car rebuttal. Like that's
Probably
supposed to
make
be
one
fucking
tomorrow,
cool or
later
something.
on.
Hey, Mike, tell you what, I dare you, since you won't come on this panel and do that sweet ass deal I offered, the least you could do is tomorrow film your next video when you're talking shit about me and Birdman. Film that motherfucker where you set your camera up nice and pretty on the table, and then you're in a chair and you're kicked back like this, and you cross your legs and fold your hands again like you did that one video where
That
you're
we can't
talking
see what you're
about
doing.
being on the fucking news. Well, I'm just explaining how he did it that one day in his fucking video. Everybody go back to his video that I played the other day. It's where he was explaining why he was on the Fox News, Channel 5 News in Georgia, okay? He fucking ripped off some lady by accident, I guess. I'm going to give him that much and say by accident, only because I'm a nice guy and I don't like him enough to fucking help him, but I'm not going to talk that bad about him, so I'll say that. Even just also for shits and giggles, right? Alright. Things happen. We've heard of these fucking construction story scams all the fucking time. They're not an uncommon thing when private contractors pop up and offer to fix your driveway or something on your property. You know, they always end up going sour sometimes. It happens. Okay? He's just a case of one that happened to him and this other lady, right? That's the only problem with this issue. Alright, so I think that was like his little 2 cents after what the news had been reporting, you know.
Right.
Because they're going to spin the story of what the lady said. And I have yet to see or find that clip of what the lady's specifically asking about. He knows. He won't say. Mike, would you at least do that? Would you make a video where you talk about your construction scam?
Oh, dang.
He claims that when she tried to pay him... Huh?
Was that what the news thing was about?
Yes. The news thing was him trying to exonerate himself publicly, saying he's not a criminal and he's not a crook. He did a job that something didn't work out in the middle of it, and ultimately the job got abandoned. Now, he had received some payment for it, allegedly, and he claims in his video that he offered to give the person at least $250 back of her money that she was fronting towards the bill of what he was doing. Like, she wanted to pay him up in full.
That one dude, was he? The guy that, who was it? It wasn't Lockdown 23-1. It was another guy.
I don't know.
Remember he did construction, he flipped houses, and he hired on convicts?
You might be talking about Joe Guerrero from After Prison Show.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that guy.
Was he?
Huh?
You don't think he was tied in with Joe, do you?
Fuck
Remember
no.
Joe had some dude that...
No. No, not at all. This guy ain't even got... I don't know. Anyway, So he was explaining his side of the story on the news to the news station or wherever, and within moments when the shit aired, his parents and family was calling him, and he was having to explain it there, and it's just, you know, shit happens. Okay, Mike, we'll write that one off, but that's cool that you had mentioned you were involved in something kind of badass. So if you can find that clip, Mike, send it on over. We'll air it here. We'll play it. We will give it its own premiere if you wanna. Anyway, let's see. How much is left of what?
All these dudes. All over this crackhead that broke a fucking coffee pot in the middle of the night and knew about it and didn't tell me. He knew,
the coffee pot story.
He knew about it. If he'd just told me about it, I could have, you know, had it done, replaced, and it would have never got to that. So here I am having a fight with this dude. He's done busted his coffee pot against the hood of my car. There's glass everywhere. Now I'm having to. They're all threatening me. I better go get all kind of different shit. I'm not going anywhere. I'm out there with the store broom and wiping up the glass to make sure I don't drive through a pile of glass and bust my tires. And all this goes down. And this turns into like a few-hour ordeal. Me and this dude tussling and arguing and fighting over a fucking coffee pot. Another one of these, yeah, you had to be there to you know, they do all kind of different shit, right? Enjoy the festivities of it all. Keep in mind now, this is a day and a half before Christmas too. I make it home Christmas Eve. So all that went down 2 weeks, no hot water, no heat and air conditioning. Working with a crackhead in Memphis. Nonetheless, I don't know if you know much about Memphis, but look it up. It's predominantly pretty much black.
Oh!
Somewhere a white boy don't have no business to be in the first place.
Damn!
So, yeah, this all went down 2 weeks before Christmas. And so that's one of the most, you know, shit shows. One of the most shit shows I've ever had to deal with on Christmas. It was like I said, it was right here at Christmas.
No, what probably happened was a isolated incident probably happened to him specifically because of maybe something he said or did. Who knows? I mean, I don't put nothing past nothing these days.
Yeah.
This guy,
especially
man.
somebody like this guy, man. Look, he got them cowboy killers.
And it's like, I don't know why I waste my time on someone like this because they won't really take it serious, and making these cell phone videos in your car is not really intriguing or giving me enough oomph to be with a response. Besides doing this dumb shit, just showcasing it for myself as entertainment to the public. Like, do you do anything special, Mike? Like, do you paint? Can you paint? Can you paint like a badass portrait or something? Or perhaps film you doing something like fixing a part on a car or something? There's got to be some kind of skill you're really good at.
Yeah, what does he do?
I mean, besides stalking, like, I don't really consider that. I mean, well, for him, I don't know. That could be more of a psychological thing. Like, he's just more in tune. He's able to do it. It's not that he cares to stalk. It's just that he's equipped. He can handle it. Does he ever go hunting? Like, for deer and shit?
I doubt it. If he's a fella, he probably doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I heard he was in a lot of trouble, man. Like, he's done a lot of things. Very handy abled.
You know, being hungry and all that. It was Colin's, like I said, Colin was an infant. It was his first Christmas, so I had to.
What the fuck?
What?
His video stopped.
Oh.
Who fucking knows?
We gotta watch something. There's gotta be something more entertaining. Fargo?
Fargo, you still around?
Yeah.
He done fell asleep. Nah,
I don't blame him,
yeah.
man. This guy puts anybody to sleep.
Characters. I'm not sure if we shared this one yet. Hold on.
I bet he could put my 7-year-old ADHD child to sleep.
Yeah.
Tell you a little bit about these pathetic.
That bad.
Tell me about
Hurry
it,
up speed
Mike.
one more time, and then that's it. I'm done with these cheerleaders. So, first we'll just talk about the.
I've never been a cheerleader. In fact,
He just makes me want to run a fucking train on his damn night. Just run a train on his motherfucking YouTube. Mike, do you want me to roll for the next fucking 12 hours?
nothing
Or
but
until I
my
get up and go to work the next day. We'll do an all-night fucking Mike-a-thon where we just fucking play your videos and we stay live and we'll just dip in and out and just fucking hang out and say shit here and there. Fucking Mike-a-thon.
Who's
My
completely
God.
missed the whole point. He thinks it's about him not shooting up. No, it's about you're a dork, okay? And you're a poser. And
Yeah.
if you don't see right through him, then everyone I know and would associate with.
Then you could bitch and complain and say, he ran a fucking 12-hour stream on me.
The first time I didn't even meet him
probably don't
in
even have
person, it was
her.
over the computer, and I got
Poor guy, I would kill his phone battery. Him trying to watch this fucking stream all
He
night.
said he can't face me one-on-one, so he's got.
And we'd be talking shit about you the whole fucking night too,
And
so
what
there's
better of a
that.
winner? You go get a,
Yeah,
someone
prepare
to
yourself.
help
You better
that's
might-
more pathetic
man.
than you.
Go grab you a fucking Gatorade and a sandwich.
So he calls in his cheerleaders KrAYE.
I might go 12 hours, I might go 4 hours, who
Dude,
knows?
I
I could
don't
go
know
17.
how old he is, but I'm gonna say at least middle to late 30s. And so this Nimrod. So I go check him out. He's done a 40-minute video about a video game.
Oh yeah, we done played this
Tell me if
stupid
I'm,
shit.
I mean, I know I'm probably
Yeah,
I am a little
I'm
crazy.
Yeah,
Not all
no,
the way
this was the other
crazy,
one I
and
thought
damn
I was
sure not
clicking on.
Stupid or wet behind the ears.
God,
What's
man.
up, a.d.d. fam? Merry Christmas.
Fucking
Merry
ADD
Christmas.
fam.
There's more killing things going on in the world. Like this little girl that's missing, Summer Wells. She's been missing since September, I think. And now you've got this Corey Bigsby, this 4-year-old whose dad was arrested. He had his 4 kids. He left. They were all under 5 years old. He
Oh,
was
we
leaving
got
his
something.
house by himself.
Yeah, some bad stuff. There's a hardcore case going on in Memphis right about now about some little child and this father of the child. The baby was like 2 days old, and there was an incident that happened or something. It's pretty hardcore. I'm like not a fan of hearing that kind of shit.
30, you're right.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
Our next video, fam, I think is...
Look, there is a passenger in the car. We can confirm that, right? It
It's
sounds to me like he probably told her this. Hey, baby, when I start recording, when I look at you this way, that means shut the fuck up. Okay? And then he's like this. All right, here we go.
It's gonna be, I'm gonna start to do my collabs,
He said that.
like go through it and dissect it. I'm thinking the first one will be me and Alan Lindblom's videos, is a good one, and then Matt from White Boy Radio Lockdown. So,
He's just name dropping.
because I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't even know what I have.
What's
to
up, Michael?
See my most recent videos and say,
Yeah, Michael, what do you think?
He
What
can
would
drop
you
the
think
next-
about a fucking 8-hour stream, buddy? A mic-a-thon. Thank you for having balls and saying something in the chat.
You a white
Enjoy your fucking video.
and judge. So,
wine or like drink wine.
At least when they judge, they should know who they're dealing with first. Kind of like these clowns that I'm dealing with now, my fanboy cheerleaders, and Birdman calls me like 20 something times, telling me how much money he makes. This is at 6 o'clock on Friday evening, right? He's so butthurt. He's telling me how much money he makes and how much amount of time. I said, I said, good for you, buddy. You win. You're a winner, right? I suspect it's Roosevelt.
Definitely more of a winner than you. Got his own little business going and everything.
Yeah, that's why these short ass videos are just fucking winter chicken
winter
dinner.
Weather update. It's snowing out. I'm trying to get this poor kitty right here to come inside. He won't come. I made an enclosure to the cat's tent. I'm doing the best I can to keep it.
Oh, that's very nice. You can
dry.
take care of the cats, Mike.
For them.
Yeah, at least he's humanitarian when it comes to animals.
House enclosed. And it's snowing.
What are you in the woods behind your house or something?
Poor kitties.
Yeah.
I'm trying like hell to get him to come inside. But he runs every time I get near. Hi, kitties!
He's about to rescue a stray.
If you can see this.
Cat's probably terrified, man.
That's how he ended up with so many fucking cats, y'all. He sees the loose ones running around. They might get stuck in a fence behind his house or the house where his room is at. And then, like, just come on in, guys. He's got a service door. Come on in. We'll just add 3 more by the end of the month. Fucking cat food bill's gonna go out the window now, Mike. All of a sudden, the smell's gonna triple, Mike. Kitty litter expenditure's gonna triple, Mike. This is just what he does, and he posts this shit like it's so fucking informative or entertaining.
Back there.
I mean, no doubt that's nice what he's doing, but I don't know about him.
Cute kitty too. I love these kitties. I wish they'd come. I could get a hold of them and bring them inside. Stay warm. Stay a.d.d.
Alright.
Oh, fam.
Where's these other good videos at?
Cash offer in the industry.
This guy.
Let's go to
Did you
the
watch some
fucking
videos of some
archive.
chimpanzees or some gorillas? I mean, those are interesting. There's that one gorilla.
Yeah, they're very
You
smart.
share that link, man.
I finally got Ryan Leone to do a video with me. March, April, May, June, July.
Bam. Back in the building.
August, September, October, November.
I'll get the lube real quick.
Name drop. A lot of you know
Yeah.
a good bit about me. A lot of you don't.
He hasn't even done a video with him yet, but he's out there
I've been
throwing it out
working
there like he
on-
has.
I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going against it. Fuck it. I've been working on a few people in particular for quite some time. One of the people being Ryan Leone. If you don't know who that is,
Your master, your God.
Leone.
Thanks for spelling
I've
it.
been buddying up with him for going on a couple of years now. Almost 3 years now. So if you do or don't know much about me, I'm I'm friends with him, Seth Ferrante, and Sinister Monopoly.
God, how many names did he just drop?
Seth at Lennox
More
Mall
than he actually knows.
Bless them all with I bless them all with
How many names have I actually dropped in a while? I can't think of any.
No, I can't think of any either.
some knives. I got a killer knife collection, right? I bless them all with a bunch of knives.
Oh, I love knives too, Mike.
Best out of it all, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I just spoke with him last night.
Show me your knife collection, Mike.
Finally got him.
And I'll show you mine. Yeah, show me yours and I'll show you mine. I'm an avid knife collector, and now I'm interested.
To commit. He's going to do a video with me. I'm ecstatic. This I've been working on, like I said, working on this for a long time, and most of you do know who that is. He's one kick-ass dude, and like I said, I finally talked to him yesterday, and he said, I got you. So
he finally said yes that he would do it
been,
just to shut him
we're
up.
friends on Facebook. We've talked a lot over social media. There was a time where me and him were speaking to each other pretty much every morning over Facebook. He was responding to all my shit. He responded to a few of my posts.
Felt special.
He responded to one of my posts in particular, and I think he was like the only one. My basement flooded, and you know, he commented and all that. So like I said, we become friends. So
what was he like? Hey man, sorry to hear about your basement flooding. I hope it's not flooded no more. Your pal, Ryan.
Kicks ass, and you know, he's one of these up and comers. He's an artist, and if you don't, like I said, if you don't know much about him, you look him up. He's a kick-ass dude. He's friends with, you know, he's known in Hollywood. He's friends with guys like Johnny Depp.
Oh God, we say Johnny instantly.
Suicidal tendencies.
What a magical fucking name.
The list goes on. He knows a bunch of people. So, like I said,
Name
he's
drop
gonna do a
city.
video with me, and I'm fucking ecstatic over it.
I'm fucking ecstatic too.
Like I said, we just had a combo last night on Instagram. You can see that. You can see our combo. And, yeah, so that kicks ass. So, me and Ryan will be doing a video soon. Also, I'm not certain, I'm not positive. Could be.
What gets me is that he
but I've
said
been
that he
talking
already
to Drew Barrymore.
Who's fucking
when Tim
talking?
goes backtracking, talking about, oh, we're gonna do one soon.
Michael, shut the fuck up.
I don't know if, you know, a lot of people have fake accounts and this and that. This one's got, you know, 30, 40,000 or something subs. So it's a good chance that it's her, and we're talking back and forth on TikTok, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't believe it's you. You know, I've had too many people tell me that who they are. And
Drew Barrymore. He texted Drew Barrymore. Did you know that?
We could find out if we could do, you know, if you are who you say you are, you wouldn't mind doing a video chatted back. She said, are you on Hangouts? I said, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. And so we could either it's her or
boy, you better learn how to do that shit.
It's no fake Ryan Leone, but it could possibly be a fake Drew Barrymore. But you know, she's you know, a Hollywood star and all that. But
didn't she die a long time ago?
No.
Drew Barrymore? She's dead. No, wait. Who is the girl that died?
I've been in touch with
Brittany?
Steve Caballero. Been talking to Pat.
No, there was a girl that died recently, like in the last 10 years. The girl that played in the Eminem movie. Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. Brittany.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said Brittany.
Yeah, so hold on.
He's talking about Drew Barrymore.
I'll eventually get in the fold. He'll eventually wind up letting me tell the story or tell the story with me, because as I mentioned, you know, my skateboard story, he knows, you know, he remembers the date and the time and all that, the date he went on with my sister and her best friend. So, you know, a little more trivia, a little more cool shit. There's a couple other things, but the Ryan really got me excited, you know, my heart is...
Michael looks like the kind of guy that
and there's
as soon as he sees your like online light on Facebook app blink saying you're online, he waits to see that motherfucker and then starts writing people immediately.
You know, put their
hey, what's up? I see you're on.
Yeah. Good morning.
Out there, but these people know who I'm talking about. A lot of people.
Good morning, Bubba.
And so, you know,
I got an idea.
Stuck by and was patient and been his friend.
The artist sits back and goes, listens to all of it and takes your idea and then fucking runs away with it.
And uses it.
And you don't get shit.
Understand, compassionate.
Not even a mention. Definitely not even a mention.
Not even a fucking mention, Michael.
Etc., etc. So I'm also in the mix of going down on the methadone and going down.
Oh my God, we have another one of these methadone fuckers.
So he's not really so if he's using methadone, because methadone.
Why is it always people that are on methadone and shit claim to be the most sober? I've never understood that. Dude, you're on fucking methadone. When you tell me sober, that means bone cut clean, dry, nothing.
Yes.
If at most a cigarette, or if at most a beer here and there. One little tiny beer, okay? But you are saying, I'm 3 years sober, but chances are you take this shit every day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. You have to take it
Methadone
every
for
fucking
3
day.
years is not over. You're still addicted to
That's to
something.
keep you from getting sick. So that you can function normal. Damn it, boy. I don't know, man. This isn't competition to me. You're not a competitive rival to me. Yeah, sure, you might have gotten a fucking little 10-minute video of Seth and Ryan, whatever. The Ryan thing probably hasn't even happened yet, shit like that.
Well, it
whatever.
has it in big letters. I finally got Ryan to do a video.
We're not even going to get into what anything else I could say, but we are going to get into the point of, dude, I'm not studying you. I've offered you to come up multiple times. You know how to operate a phone. You're not stupid.
Yeah, he might be.
You have a lot to say, and why not just fucking come up and say that shit? Like, it's not...
Because what he's saying, isn't shit. He doesn't have shit to say except for...
You're really going to make steam and headway if you come on that fucking panel and talk to us. You don't have to cam up. You can do the icon. Ain't nobody going to judge you on that. Just come up, man. Let's see where the hell we are at in the chat. Yep.
Man. I feel like I've lost some brain cells, though. I swear to God. Watching this guy is just fucking harsh, man.
I mean...
down and get off the methadone. To be frank and honest, I'm quite timid and scared about it. I really am.
I'm sure he is.
So this one's going to be a little different. Times are insane right now. Those that do and don't know, most of the world's aware we've pretty much gone to war, people. And so if that's not bad enough, with our 8,000 troops, old Sleepy Joe sent over there to fight,
something that makes sense.
The bombs are already started. So let me just start with that. And if that's not enough, with all the wild and bizarre and sick shit going on in this world, I just tune in and come to a few radios, a few different stations, and right now Atlanta is just gnarly. Atlanta's off the chain right now.
My girl.
I get now these. I'm gonna have to go away from these damn annoying ass dogs.
Aaron, this guy right here.
So there's all these. I found all the news stations on the news stations on YouTube, and there's 3 right now, and they're all the three that are trending. Go on, Hans. Are shit going on right here in Atlanta right now. Murders.
Yes,
crazy shit.
Constantly making videos.
Go on, Hans.
Talking about losers and clowns and posers.
So this lady.
This guy is still stuck in like the early 90s when it comes to name calling.
This lady, yesterday, her, I believe it was her brother, a scientist right here in Atlanta, and I just got this off the BBC, which is, British news, and they're talking about this British scientist. This girl's brother was just murdered right here in Atlanta yesterday, and I'm like, huh, what? So, And of course now it's, you know, so let me get this up. That would be my previous videos. Let's see, library. Shooting a
That's hard
British
enough for
scientist
men
was
don't
a
mean nothing. I
selfless
call
act,
people
BBC
darling,
News.
sweetie, hon. And then I mean nothing by what's happening.
Hi everybody, Jessica asked me to do a quick little video of some of the more popular...
That's just who I
Now,
am
he
and
has
how I
been
feel.
described as the innocent victim of a senseless act. 31-year-old Matthew Wilson was visiting his girlfriend in the US city of Atlanta when he was shot by a stray bullet fired outside while he was lying in bed.
Police in America have begun a murder inquiry and appeal for witnesses, but no one has been arrested. His sister, Kate, joins us now from Matthew's hometown of Chertsey in Surrey. Kate, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I'm so sorry for your loss as well. First of all, how are you doing? How is the rest of the family doing this morning?
Yeah, it's difficult to describe how we're doing. It's
How's everyone doing? Swimmingly, I hope. Yeah, this guy though.
Sharon, I don't think he's out in the wilderness. I think he's got like a little homemade tarp, like canopy. I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Sharon, did you get to see the graphics earlier?
She was. I don't think she was.
Up to him, you know, the person I am. I'm pretty, you know, assertive. Go for something and relentless. You know, I'm gonna have my way if I'm set on something. So I see Ludacris and I bum rush him, right? I approached him. They shoot me off. So he's walking, and at this time, I'm following him. I homed in on him, was following him and shit. Me walking, you know, I'm walking a little faster than average. They watch me like, what's this crazy white boy doing? Blocking him off to where he's eventually gonna go through all the video games. He's gonna run into me. I'm plotting and planning, you know, how am I gonna do this?
He's plotting, he's planning on how he's gonna do this. Just see this one.
They do all kind of different shit, right? They do all kind of different shit, right?
He is. There's something wrong with this guy for real. Sharon, I wasn't even aware that he had a wife, honestly. I know I heard a female in the background, but there's not been a mention of her that I've noticed.
In this mug. What it do, a.d.d fam? Crazy bitch back in this mug. So, I am going to do a little bit of a continuation of the last video. As I've discussed, I've done construction for nearly 30 years now, right? And so, in the world of construction, you may or may not be aware of this, but along with the life of construction runs neck and neck with a lot of the type of stuff I've been talking about. Addiction, mental problems, all that kind of stuff. They run hand in hand, right? You know, let's just face it. You know, guys been in jail, been in and out of prison. Most of us are in construction.
Are you taking a nap?
You know, it's a lot of us it's just, it's something we get into, a trait we can do without having to go to college for. We just learn
Sharon,
it out in the field. So it's quite common in the world of construction. I've learned that you're gonna have a lot of guys very similar to me. Like I said, done time, been in all kind of trouble, in and out of trouble with the law, in relationships with people, drugs. They run neck and neck. And any and every job I've ever worked on, there's always been.
He looks like Popeye in that picture.
A druggie, a junkie, someone even worse than me. Sometimes I was that person worse than. But like I said, I've been in construction so long, and there's so many dudes in it that
it says JADED.
The job requirements
Thank you, Sharon.
Look for background check and this kind of shit, right? So this is one of the big reasons for it. So, as I've discussed, being in construction and being a recovered addict and a recovering mental health victim and constituent, I've been around a lot of these kind of dudes. That's, pretty much all I've ever run with. And so back in this time that I was discussing, it was back in the time of the guy that gave me the shitty Christmas present, right? It was back in that era. I'm going to try not to use his name too much. I did a dumb thing. The last job I did, I talked about not putting people's name in there, and I turned right around and put dude's name in it. But that wasn't the point. As you
like an idiot.
I figured out it was my wife's friend was the point that I had to redo it. So in this day and in this time, all the guys that I ever worked for, all the same. Always picking up guys and working guys just like me. Guys in and out of jail, guys that had just gotten out of prison. And so my buddy Mike, / ex-boss, at one point he had so many flunkies working for him. Before I even started working for him, I knew him. He worked for this contractor, this guy Kevin Kramer, that I had gone to high school with. This guy I had gone to school with, him and his brother. He wound up being a big contractor. The guy Doug I talked about did work for him. Mike worked for him too. So even before I ever even worked for Mike, I knew who he was 10 plus years before I ever even started working for him. We were on a few jobs.
Sharon keeps
the same
calling
contractor, and all his guys
so that's
are over
why
there talking about just got out of prison. They gotta go parole. They don't have driver's license. All this kind of shit. We'd all be on the job together, and we'd
also
smoke
check
right
your
there, talk
text
about the
app
problems,
their
their situations, where they're at. All his employees were prison dudes, right? Didn't have driver's license, all this kind of shit. So I can remember that way back, like I said before, even start working for him. So then I come to work for him, and I meet his butt, and he did this, and the other guy Anthony, and the guy Doug, all three guys that I worked for, all did the same thing. Would get guys fresh out of prison and no driver's license. These guys are they're more controllable. They're more hungry. They work for cheaper. So all three guys I work for all used to, look for guys like this. Those little guys that they wanted to work for them because, they could pay them peanuts. And they do whatever they'd say. Guys like me, I most times had my shit together. I tell them go fuck themselves. They couldn't tell me, but they know, they knew the worse the person's shape was in, the easier they were to control. It was like that all through, still. So, anywho, the guy I discussed, Mike, he had all kind of jack legs when I went to work for him, off and on. His best friend, this guy Charlie, that he lived in this neighborhood, right? The house he had to move out of this neighborhood, and come to find out, there was this huge drug dealer lived 2 houses down from him in Cherokee County now, right? And I can't go putting this guy's name out, but this guy was known. I I'd heard this guy's name for decades before I ever went to work for Mike and actually met him. This guy lived a couple houses down from Mike. This guy had the police paid off. This guy was selling kilos of meth and had kilos in his house and kept 30, 50 grand cash in his whatchamacallit, in his safe all the time. So this guy was an enormous drug dealer. Like I said, he even had the county, police paid off. So he was Mike's two-door down neighbor. And they used to have a squabble. This guy didn't like Mike. Mike didn't like him. As you already know, big drug dealer. This guy was a big drug dealer, and he did construction. And so, the guy I'm talking about, Mike, didn't like him. The guy had, traffic 24/7. Big, huge speed dealer. So, they didn't like each other. So, come to find out, Mike had made some phone calls. And you don't do this kind of shit. So, he basically called the boys behind this guy's back, right? And that's like I said, I'm not putting no names out there. A lot of people know who I'm talking about. And so he put this guy's name out there. And so he had to carry his piece, because he had a mark on him. He had a price on his head at one time. He turned this guy in. And the guy had, like I said, I know through some other sources that the guy had, police on payroll and all that. So that's how he didn't get busted. But nevertheless, this guy that I worked for had turned him in. And so he had a price on his head. And he was all the time looking over his shoulder. All the time we'd be, in certain parts of town, and he'd be scared to death. He carried his piece right in his briefcase everywhere he went. Always knowing he's looking over his shoulder. So he had this huge drug dealer lived 2 houses down from him. He moves into this house I was talking about, where he had, where me and my wife bring a friend of hers over. So when in that neighborhood, he lived, and his best childhood buddy, this guy named Charlie, lived with him, right? So Charlie was his best bud, helped him start his business together and all that, right? And Charlie was, another one of your no license guys, never had driver's license.
Now the story's starting to get really good.
Was a drunk.
FARGO's asleep for it, though.
Second he got off work, sometimes even before he'd get off work, he'd be drinking. Just one of those kind of dudes. And he had this wife, this lady Donna. And so they lived first they lived with Mike for a long time, many, many, many years. And so they finally branched off and they moved into this little house. And he had this wife, Donna. And Donna developed cancer. And during the last few years of our time together, Donna passed away. So Charlie did his thing. Charlie was best of friends with this huge drug dealer, right? And he's also Mike's buddy, so he's caught between a rock and a hard place. So Charlie's playing middleman. One of his best childhood friends is this huge drug.
What?
I told Sharon to go check her text app whenever she gets a second. She said she's gonna go say goodnight to her mom, so she'll be back.
Okay.
Dealer, his other childhood best friend is Mike, and so he's got to, talking. He's the peacemaker between the two. So Charlie's another one. He's, like I said, no driver's license, drug addict. Always, he always had drugs. Always was getting speed, but he was a painter nonetheless. So he slowed down more and more. By the time I started coming around, he'd work, a couple of days a week, and he was, he just enough to get by. And so he went to, hardly working at all to not working at all. And so Charlie eventually was on a job, and he had a ladder on hardwood floors, 2 stories in the air, and slipped and shattered his knee. Ruined him. Right?
Oh my God!
Shattered his knee. He can now never get on a ladder again. So, anyways, Mike
That'd
had
be
a kid. He
some
would give
horrible
Charlie
shit.
work and feed him and all that. And so Charlie had a son. And you're already going to imagine. I'm explaining to you what Charlie was like. Now imagine what his son was like, okay? Charlie's dad was a judge down in somewhere. He lived down in South Georgia, Tifton. And so Charlie's dad was a judge, right? But Charlie was, you know, drug addict, drunk, all that. But his father wasn't. So Charlie's father was a judge and a decent man and all that, whatever, probably well-to-do. But then Charlie had a son, Chris. And Chris, before I had known him, had lived down in Tifton and was just ADD gone wild times 10, right? Chris was worse than me. At this time, I'm many, many years away from shooting dope yet. This guy Chris comes on the job and he's shooting dope. I'm probably in my early 30s. He probably in his early 20s, and he's been to prison 2-3 times. He's already all tatted up. It's both arms sleeved, back piece, shoulder, chest plate, blasted, right? And he's only in his early 20s. Chris is a pretty decent sized dude. Well, you could tell, you know, from his demeanor and the way he acted and shit, he was, you know, like me, a fighter. You know, he fought a lot, you could tell. And so he was always starting shit, yada yada yada. So Chris comes to work for us now, right? He comes down here from Tifton. First he's gonna start, I'm gonna try him out, see how it goes. He goes from to starting to work with us. Now he moves in with Mike, so now he's working with us full time. So now we get to working together. You know, we're together every day, and he's riding with me, and Mike's not around. So now he's coming back into more his own, asking me where the drugs at. Can I get up this, that, and the other? I'm in my early 30s. You know, I
probably our best video.
Hard in those days. So yeah, of course I'm gonna hook you up with whoever you want.
Of course.
I would hook him up with dope, coke, speed, weed, pills, whatever he wanted, I get it for him.
You're giving us like a full dossier, Mike. Thanks a lot.
Coke.
Poor Chris.
Shoot coke and snort and shoot speed. He was big into it. Way before I ever been shot any dope. So like I said, I'm going quite a few years ago now. And so this guy's now shooting dope. He's now moved into Mike's. Mike, as I discussed, is about as clean as a whistle, you know. He don't do shit. This kid's in his house banging dope every day, and he goes back, and Chris goes back home for the weekend. While he's gone, he's living at Mike's now, but while he's gone, Mike goes in there and snoops all through his shit and finds the needles. Asks me about it, asks me, you know, what do I think? Well, what would I do about it? What do you think I should? What do I think he should do about it? I said, it's none of your business, you know. Let him do his thing. I don't care, you know. People doing their own lives, their own business. That's what I told him. He works good, you know. So, and like I said, Mike was hard to get along with, and he was hard to find help. So, you know, he didn't have no place being that picky. So we come back to work, and he's still doing dope all the time. And we, you know, every Friday we get paid, and he's begging me, more or less, take him with me, and go get him some dope. So now every Friday after work we go cash our checks. Sometimes we go to Red Lobster, as I discussed, and he comes with me, and I go take him back to my house and I get him dope. He does his thing. I take him back. I make something out of the deal. I take him back home. He does his thing. So now he's big into the dope. And one of these Fridays, okay, so he's living with Mike at this time, right? Now I'm seeing, and this kid's telling me every day and on the daily what it's like we get off work sometimes 2:30, 3 o'clock. This kid, this guy I'm talking about, this boss, he's a freaking, I discussed how he was, he's a shit, he can be a shit bag. He's using the hell out of this kid. We're getting off work 2:30, 3 o'clock, and he's having to go home and do all kind of house chore errands type shit. He says, he's telling me every day the type of shit Mike's asking him and expecting him to do.
I have to say, this is a nicely filmed video, just with the way the sun's setting and the actual angle, the light coming in. You have to appreciate art. You know what I mean? This was a really nice... This was one good time, Mike, I can give you credit on filming location, okay? I know this was totally accidental for you. You were just on your way home or whatever. Nice little, nice spot, though.
And he's paying rent, too. And I was getting madder and madder about it, right? Every day he's telling me, a different circumstance. And I've already discussed the guy's a fucking prick, right? And so, he's, as usual, he's, using people and running this kid rampant. He gets off work every day and he's making his kid do all his chores, house chores and shit, which, you don't do, ain't right? So this goes on for some time. As of everything, it always ends bad. There's always going to come a boiling point, an end point.
Yes.
In any and every story that I have, there's always going to be an ending and a fallout. So, like I said, this continues. This goes on and on and on for months and months. I'm hearing, seeing, and watching this kid getting abused, right? Just because he does drugs and this and that, there's no reason to treat him like, treat him any different than you would your own family or friends or whatever. So Mike's taking advantage of this kid, and he's, treating him like a bitch and all that. And so it finally hit its it reached the boiling point. So after this, like I said, this goes on and on and on. And then one of these Fridays, this kid comes home with me. Chris comes home with me. We go back to my house. I get him some speed, get him some coke.
Oh shit!
Where I've done videos about it. Where I lived in Kent, the place in Kennesaw was like right next to the trailer park and all that. Like dope was, and I had
But what did they do though?
That lived, a couple miles. This black guy lived down the street that sold coke, and I could get meth, walking distance. So, every Friday get off work, and I'd be getting coke and speed. So this one Friday we get some coke and speed, and we're sitting at my dining room table, just as always, average Friday normal thing.
Man, this ain't even.
And I busted out of my dining room table, and any and all my friends who I'm kicking it with, the neighborhood kids, this kind of shit, my brother-in-law and his friends, all this kind of shit, party at my house 9 times out of 10. And so it's party at my house, and we're sitting there, and it only takes me a bump. I do a bump. He starts telling me this shit again, and now I'm in like a psychosis.
Oh, here he goes with that shit.
Like you'd go into a psychosis.
Oh, fuck you, Michael. You are fucking retarded. I didn't think in my wildest dreams you'd ever pull that shit, Mike. You fucking hit us with the motherfucking psychosis shit. We heard that out of Ryan. And then you know what? Your little buddy Mars, your son, Mars, he was the one that tried to pull that shit too. Ryan was the only one that had the actual definition of it on deck and the usage of it in his stories But here you go, you fucking third rater. Gonna sit here, come up behind, say other people are riding coattails, but you are exactly following protocol of your little Lord and Master Ryan and Seth Ferrante. And you're just trying to be cool and hip like Ryan, man. Yeah. Nobody wants to sit and listen to a balding, middle-aged old man that was a former addict with fucking problems walking around in society where he fucking stalks people and shit. Man, nobody wants to hear that shit. Just fucking stop, man. Like, I know what I'm doing ain't no better, but damn, dude, like...
Went there, I got there. This bump, this line of speed, and him talking all that shit about this dude gave me tunnel vision that I wanted to kill this motherfucker, for real. Like, this shit was ringing in my head, you know, beat his ass. You know, the devil, good and bad, was whispering there, beat his ass, Mike, beat his ass, Mike, beat his ass, Mike. You know, the shit was ringing in my head.
Yeah.
Beat his ass. This kid's sitting here telling me about how this fucking piece of shit's, you know, making him do his chores every day when he gets home. You know, totally using him, taking advantage of him. That was it. Did that big ass fucking blast, hit that ringer, told dude with this look on my face, get in the car. Get in the car. It's done with. This is the last day. It's done with. It's done and over with. Today. Right here, right now. He said, what are you going to do? I said, don't worry about it. Get in the fucking car. And I'm like in, you know, psycho ADD Mike mad at the world mode. And I got a Mustang at the time.
Damn.
96 Mustang.
All that plus a Mustang?
I'm hot. You know, I'm
hell
on
yeah.
fire. We get over his house. Buddy's looking at me, and he's kind of he's timid looking now for the first time. He's kind of like scared, you know. Like, what am I going to do?
What does timid mean, Mike?
You know, what am I going to do? How bad am I going to make it for him? Because he knows I'm fixing to go ape shit on Mike. You know, I'm sitting there, you know, speed demon, mad as fuck, you know, smoke coming out of my nose, mad. And so he knows I'm fixing to blast off on. He knows I'm fixing to go ape shit on Mike. So he's worried about what's going to happen to him. So we're about to get out of the car. I said, don't worry about it. I said, just stay outside. He said, you sure? I said, just stay outside. Just give me 10, 15 minutes. You stay outside. I go up there. I go in. And I say, I tell him, Mike's on his front porch, sweeping or dusting. He's sitting there just his normal routine. He's doing something where he's waiting for us to come or Chris to come back. And he's just, you know, he's sweeping the front porch, whatever. He's going to be right there when Chris gets there. You see what I'm saying? To be a little pumpkin bitch and tell him, you know, oh, he's going to do this and this. So he's, every time Chris leaves, when he comes back, here's this guy on the porch pretending to sweep or whatever. And he's going to, you know, tell this kid all that he's got to do for the day. This happened, like I said, all the time. So that day I tell him, stay here. Made him sit in my car, walked up there. He said, what's up, Mike? And he just looked up like nothing was matter. He hadn't seen the expression on my look. I said, we need to go inside and have a chat. He said, what's the matter? What's wrong? I said, it's best if we go inside. He said, okay. What's the matter? I said, just wait. I went inside the house. I want to make sure we was inside the house. Door was shut. No neighbors. Nobody seen nothing. I went off on this dude like you could, if you could only imagine seeing my videos and how hyperactive and all that shit I am. You could imagine me geeked up as fuck listening to this guy talk about how he's abusing this kid, making him do all his chores every day after work. This kid can't even go out. He's got to be in the house at 9 o'clock, lights off, all this, abusive, control freak tactic type shit. He had done all this disgusting ass shit to this kid. Like I said, lights out, in the house at 9 o'clock. I mean, and the kid was having to pay him rent. I went fucking stupid on this man for about 20 minutes straight, without a breath, without a blink, without letting him counter in otherwise. I went completely ape shit unglued on him, and never gave it a breath until I'd gotten every bit of it out. And he's like,
boy, he didn't stop there for a breath neither now, did he? Shit.
Said, And fuck you, and go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch. I quit. I fire myself, so fuck you. Don't even think it, bitch. And the whole time I'm like, I'm making moves at him and shit. And he's like, flinching and stuff.
I mean, this
Because
guy
I'm
just
really wanting to
comes
fight him. I'm wanting to punch him. And I'm trying to get him to fight me. I'm punking him and all that, I'm in his face. I'm talking and, spitting on his face and all that. I'm trying to get him to fucking swing on me.
Is that spit on his face?
You know what I'm saying? I'm so mad. I go ape shit ballistic on him, tell him, go fuck yourself. I fire myself, don't even try it, and left. And,
blah,
a few days
blah,
gone
blah.
by, going half a week, and, he apologized, brought me back to work. But the kid, he couldn't last that much longer. I had made it to where if Mike had something like that, from that day forward, all the guys that he would work and have, weren't allowed to be, I wasn't to be a part of that world at all. See what I'm saying? Like, I made that for anyone else that ever worked for this man. I paid the way for them. So I thought that one was rather interesting. Like I said, that dude, he finally got his. Like I said, I laid into him. I've been in many, many, many fights, and I've never yelled at someone for that loud and for that long. I literally was yelling at him for 20 minutes straight. Not a breath, spitting on him, all that, right in his face. Hoping, praying, wishing that he would swing on me so I could beat the fuck out of him, And like I said, another reason to be there. And
such a badass story, Mike.
Battles for him. But that kid wound up being in all kind of shit. He was robbing houses. During this time now, after this, he goes to breaking into people's houses in the neighborhood, breaking into cars, stealing shit. He's stealing shit from Mike. He's got dirty rigs in the bedroom, and then Mike eventually gets where he can't take it, and he kicks him out. But before he did, it went to all kind of shit shows. There was another guy that we had bring to work, this Mexican, and this Mexican bring this rock of meth, like this big, for $50, like enough to do for like a lifetime. This Mexican gave me and Chris this red crank ice, like this big, for $50. So Chris was doing it, day and night and morning breakfast and dinner. So it got to be a all out shit show. I can only imagine. With him doing that kind of dope and never sleeping, and he's got the lights on all night. He lived with Mike.
That's gonna be freaking crazy.
Problem after problem after problem. He had been to prison several times. Charlie, his dad, had been to prison several times. Charlie's brothers were outlaw bikers. The huge drug dealer was Charlie's friend, lived 2 houses down from Mike, was outlaw bikers. One crazy ass redneck country style version of Melrose Place. If you can envision that. Because you got to think, it was Mike and his buddy Charlie. They lived 2 houses down, this drug dealer, and they lived across the street. Lived this lady, this girl. She was a woman, but she was she did speed and ice and all that, and she was they're friends. So like I said, they were all like country biker type people. So it was a redneck Melrose Place. I figured that was a good one. We're home now. It's the ADD.
It says ADD. My God.
Well.
Secrets of time travel.
Yeah.
That sounds more interesting.
I'm guessing I'm about tired of wasting the internet and everything else on this fucking guy.
Me too.
I'm about ready to get on with my life.
I'm ready to eat some of these muffins I made while I was watching this.
Uh-oh, fresh muffins?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. This was
I'm gonna do to keep myself entertained.
some form of entertainment. Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Michael, you had all night to join the chat. Or not the chat, the panel, but you didn't. So
Well,
you failed that, bud. Sorry, man. I guess we'll be hearing about it tomorrow from you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jade. See you around.
You're welcome. Y'all later.
Talk to you later, Michael.